Welcome to this Thursday's webinar where we'll share with you some live sales calls.
Alexa, stop. Live sales calls? I think she meant live sales calls. I'm going to mute her now. Are we good? Are we good? Can you guys hear me, please? Can you guys hear me and my girl? Mark will share some live sales calls, some live sales calls. Mark will also share some relationship calls. That's what they are. Let's check in here. Are we good? I have a lot of stuff going on at the moment. Why is this dead? Okay, guys, we're going to jump right in. Okay, please? May we jump right in, please? I'm going to rifle off the agenda. I think I'm getting better at this stuff. What do you guys think? I see the chat. I see some big guns in the back. I will refer to you and you will remain unnamed. Do not get nervous, guys, okay? We have some superstars on tonight. And I will stop referring to you because you're probably getting uncomfortable. I will not put you on the spot. But, agenda. Do you guys think I'm getting better at less ramble? That's my question. I need to ramble. I need to ramble in my content. I'm going to look at you guys. It's because I'm looking at the chat. Welcome to this Thursday's webinar where Marc Lalonde will share some live sales calls that he's made over the week. Third person stuff, right? Very powerful. Where Marc will share some live relationship calls. That's what I'm calling them. So the agenda is this. Watch how quick I do this. Number one, I will share with you guys some live relationship calls. Number two, I will congratulate the affiliates. You guys are crushing it. 118 sales so far of... That's number two. See, this is how I got to do the agenda in bullet form. Number three, how I use webinars, specifically automated webinars to have 7-figure product sales on autopilot. Sounds good? Are we good with that? And that's it. That's the agenda today. That's it. Okay? That was quick. That was like 30 seconds. Now, let's go back to the agenda. Are we good with that? And it will be in under 2 hours. I'm sorry, guys. So I have to say that. I think it's important to let you know with full transparency because I'm getting better at gauging the time. I don't want to say 1 hour if it's not 1 hour. It will be 2 hours. It will be, 2 hours. Less than 2 hours tonight. Why? Because my sales calls on their own were one relationship call was 45 minutes and the other one was they're about 45 minutes each. And we're on here almost 7 minutes. Live. Yes, I'm live. Would you like me to say hello? This is the way we do this. Just because, am I live or am I Memorex, right? Happy Thursday. What do you want me to say? Y'all with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 L's and 3 exclamation points and Mark with a C exclamation point. Enter. How you guys doing in the chat? I know a lot of you are probably wondering, how do I get the off base already? Many of you are probably saying, only the ones who are advanced. Many people, I'm getting very good at doing the Memorex thing and looking real. Because I think I'm the best in the business at looking live and people just don't know if I'm live or not. Why am I improving on that skill? Because it's one of these things that pays a lot of freaking money. Being in 100 places at once live. on different platforms. And we're not even talking about live podcasting. Live podcasting. If you can be live in 100 places at once, do I need to finish that sentence? It's huge. It just comes down to a code of ethics, which I'm okay with. I can sleep fine at night by saying I'm live when I'm not. So, those of you that are advanced, 2 seconds, I gotta say this. You're probably wondering, well, no, because it's a YouTube premiere. When I see that YouTube countdown, well, then I know you're not live. False. There's ways around everything. I really want to, I want to look live when I'm not. So am I live or am I not right now? What do you think? Let's see. I'm looking at the chat. Live or not live? I'm very curious. You may be underestimating my skills, y'all. That was my moment of ramble, because today we'll be talking about automated webinars to crank out sales. Okay? Who would like? Well, we're going to start like this. Now, I told you the bullets. Almost 10 minutes in, I'm okay with that. I told you the bullets. Now I'm going to talk about 48 sales that I made. How are we going to do this? We're going to go with congratulations affiliates first. It's the unusual suspects. I can't believe it. I don't know most of you. I know 3 of you that are... There's 118 sales made of the affiliate products of Octo Content Model and Brand Resume mostly. Some people got into content creators, additional people, but it's mostly Octo. It's the 3 products. So when I say 118 sales, if someone buys all 3, that counts for 3 sales, okay? Out of the 118 sales, I made 50. 3 other people combined, 3 other people made 50 more than the other 18 or 20 is spread out through a bunch of you. Some of the usual suspects, yeah. Some of you have made 3 when you sell all 3 products. I'm not going. There's no the real 90% of the sales are done by 4 people. 50% pretty much by me. So congratulations, Marc Lalonde, but it's not. It doesn't count because I'm in the course. I'm teaching the course. I've branded myself for 5 years. I don't need to get on sales calls, and this is where you want to be. I was going to do cold calls, and I'm like, this defeats the whole purpose of what we're doing. If I train you on cold calls, tell me if you guys agree. Cold calls is something we don't want to do. And I don't think we should be practicing cold calls. I thought about this very hard. I'm like, because most of the stuff I do doesn't pay me money. I use automated webinars. There you have it. I do. Now, I'm investing my time into building my brand so that I can make 50 sales and not have to get on a call. So I can invest my time in building my brand and not get paid. Then once my brand gets traction, get paid every day by clicking a send button. Or I could invest my time on perfecting the sales call and perfecting the cold call and then keeping on having to do that forever. I'm a great cold caller. Let's go. I start at 8 o'clock. I'll be done at 4. I'll make a ton of money. No, I'm not trading time in for money. The time the time we should be putting in, I'm bold, is on the stuff that doesn't pay you. Because once you reach that tipping point in your brand, people buy from you all the time forever, and you don't have to trade in your time. Yes, you can be and will be on the beach sipping pina coladas, making content about how you weren't able to wake up this morning and you have a couple of tricks to getting out of bed and going to get it. That would be your content. People will relate to you. They will just get to know you. They're going to listen to your podcast. And then when you want to sell something, you say it on your podcast or you say it in your content. Does that make sense? So I'm not doing cold calls because my attention would be on the wrong things. It would be like, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get into the newspaper business. No, cold calls are not, the reason I'm here is because we have a better way and we're getting good at that better way. Does that make sense? I hope so. Now, 13 minutes in, I'm looking at the clock. I had to make some calls. I wanted to make some calls to show you guys that it's not about the sale anymore. Can I sell if I have to sell? Yes. But I don't want to because I don't believe it's as effective. This is very bold. There are strategies you will see in what I do in my calls. I'm going to share 2 of them with you. First of all, because they're long. Number 1. Number 2, because to get to know someone and have a relationship call, not only is it better in every sense of the... building a relationship is better than making a sale because you build a relationship that will possibly last forever, number 1. And number 2, I'm going to tell you why relationships are better. You can gather data. You can share information with each other. I don't know everything. I learned a lot of stuff in these calls. So I've made relationships and I've also possibly gained. Have I made the sales? Of course I've made the sales. But 90% of it is relationship. Then it's like, okay, do you want to pick this up? Instead of, here's what we have. Oh, by the way, I like long walks on the beach. Do you like the beach? We don't do it that way. I don't do it that way anymore. I build a relationship. So with that being said, we're going to the affiliates. Here's what I'm going to say about that. And I think there's something to be learned here too. 4 of us have 90% of the sales pretty much so far in the Octo Content Affiliate Program. If you don't know what I'm referring to, go back to the replay of last week's webinar in the Laboom Squad private group. The other 3 people, I've asked you all if I can shout you out, and I got the same answer, understandably so, and I can relate. The answer is no, I cannot shout you out. Now I'm going to be very careful. I'll be quick because I don't want to give any hints on who these people are. But they're tied into... should I say this? I'm going to say really quick. So then by the time I think about whether I should have said it or not, it'll already have been said live. Sometimes you are in systems or companies or you become an influencer online and you build your own audience and you work with certain partners, and then a product like Octo Content comes along and you know that your current audience, because you're an influencer, these would be the 3 people I'm referring to, have good relationships with their audiences. They want to sell the product, but they want to kind of do it behind the scenes a little bit. I call them closet influencers. Why is that? Why? Here's what I'm going to say real quick. Because it could ruffle some feathers in the other systems if you're not completely 100% committed to whatever it is you're selling. A lot of companies have this virus or this disease. If I was in a company selling wellness, it's a good example actually, because it happened to me as well. It happened to me. If I was in a company selling wellness, I often said to the company, I did this with my happy drink thing too. I said, as I rank up, don't put me in the group. Just let me do my thing. I don't want to be publicized. That's for me. Because what happens is I can't join multiple companies. I can't do several affiliate programs. I feel that the companies, I don't know why, maybe, see, this is where I got to be careful. I don't judge. But the companies feel, hey, I thought you were promoting our stuff. Why are you selling that too? Okay? So, my point is, the 3 other people that are rocking this affiliate thing, they didn't have to sell it. They got they send it out to their list that they've been nurturing. and they say, I don't know, check out Octo Content Model. They have their affiliate page, but they don't want it to be publicized by me. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope so. So that proves the point that I believe all these three people have been putting out content for 10 to 20 years. Way longer than me. So this is why this is probably happening. But many of you that are just starting out, when you ask yourself this, why am I not making any affiliate sales? Probably because number one, you don't have a huge list and you don't have at least 100 pieces of content on a blog. That's a good question to ask yourself. Now, what's the alternative? To do relationship calls, which leads me into this. So congrats to the affiliates. For those of you that have not made any sales yet and you are affiliates, and by the way, the influencers are not in a drop-down list, so don't scratch your head and wonder who. Mind you, some of you could probably have some good guesses who have followed me in my journey. They're bigger than me, as if I'm big. As if I'm big. So relationship calls. Here's what I'd like to say about that. I did a few of them. I couldn't get any no's. I tried to get some no's. Like I tried to get some people who would say no to buying. And that was really weird. But because I went against the concept of doing cold calls, I reached out to people. Here's what I did. I'm going to share two of them with you. And once you learn how to do Octo content, people, you guys, on the webinar, once you do Octo content and brand resume, you're doing this at scale. You're building relationships at scale. People know you and you don't know who they are. So I'm strictly doing this for training purposes. I have no intention on doing one-on-one relationships through Zoom. Mind you, it's fun. And yes, they're very real. And I will maybe do them once in a while. But when you're starting out, this is the best way. Okay? It's the best way. Invest an hour if you want to talk to the person. So here's what I did. I went into, the first person I'm going to share with you our call is, and before I jump into these, is Brian Smolacek. Brian, I see you're here. Brian, I sold Brian the Octo Content Model on the call. Hey Brian, you picked them all up, eh? Hey bro, I see you in the chat. I see you in the back there. Did you pop in the chat? Brian Smolacek. I'll tell you how I reached out to Brian, why I reached out to Brian. And Brian wasn't even a lead. Brian started liking my LinkedIn posts. I recognized Brian's name. I'm like, I know Brian from Facebook, like years ago. And he was back in the game, I guess, on LinkedIn, right, Brian? You started liking my posts, and that, I would consider that a lead. If you put out content regularly on LinkedIn or Facebook or anything, someone who takes the time to like your post, heck, if they comment on top of that, reach out to them, do a relationship call. They will always say yes most of the time. And you're going to see my relationship calls, what they involve. 20 minutes. It's a lot of ramble, but I think there was some gold what stuff I had to say. Now it's been said, okay? So now, as we jump into these calls, okay, let me look at my notes here. Brian, I just reached out to Brian. I go, hey man, I know you from Facebook. Chicago guy, right? Hockey guy, right? The ref, right? And that was it. Want to do a Zoom call? Let's get on a Zoom call. So that was it. You'll see what happened. I mean, 90%. I'll tell you what I'll frame the call for you. And by the way, you did buy all three products? Well, here's a great example. Because I noticed afterwards, as you'll see, I just sold him Octo Content Model because I found that at the time, it was a great fit for Brian. A couple of tips right now. It was a great fit for Brian. I'll just finish my thought. And then afterwards, that same day, you picked up content creators on your own and you picked up brand resume on your own, right? Well, yeah, I saw the sales. Welcome to all three. Best investment you could ever make, brother. Just do the work. That's the first call I will share with you. Something to note about that call is that, I'm going to say this. Here's a tip I found out. If you tell people, this is a tick. It's a trick. If you get on a Zoom with someone, there's so many things that I do that I don't explain. I'm going to tell you a couple right now. So as you watch me do my thing, you're going to realize that I'm doing these things, but they're not obvious. Okay? Number one is, I want to know what their financial vehicle is. Okay? I want to know what they're selling. Then I want to paint a vision, paint the picture for them of a better way to sell their thing. But I'm doing this by asking them about their business and genuinely being interested in what they're doing. These are things that I've learned to do, but I actually am interested. I don't pretend to be interested. Whatever they're doing, I get interested. I'm like, okay, what would that be a cool product or service? And I'm like, oh, you know what? Come to think of it, I could see that working with marketing and with Octo content. So I get interested. I don't pretend to be interested. If I don't like it, I find something I get interested about. And then I paint the picture of what that would look like with whatever I'm trying to sell, which is Octo content. Which brings me to number two, something I do but I don't say I do. I don't oversell. I don't oversell. I pull the trigger quite often. It's called straight line persuasion, but I'm not persuading. It's just I use some of Jordan Belfort's strategies. You're going to know when the person's ready to buy. And I pull triggers all the way through. And when the trigger has been pulled and they go, yeah, I'll pick it up, you got the sale. What's important for you to do then is not oversell. You don't keep giving benefits. I struggled with this for a very long time. Because they're like, yeah, okay, I'll grab it. I'll grab whatever, I'll grab it. Like, okay, you want to grab this today? Okay, I'll grab it. This is an example. As you'll see. But you may not see. That's what I'm telling you. So when they say they'll grab it, you want to keep saying, and this is what else it does. This is what else it has. Let me go in and show you this. You got to take the sale, okay? You got to move the sale on. And the best way to handle this is say, let's meet in a week from now. I'd like to see how you're doing. I'm going to throw in a free hour of coaching. Are you down? Are you okay with that? And when they do that, get them, close that sale. And then when you meet with them next week, you do two things. Then you could show them more about what it is they bought and sell them more stuff, which is the plan with everyone. I like, sometimes you want to close the initial sale. For example, I'll sell them Octo content, but right now, my feeling, you'll get a feeling for how much they want, how far they want to go. And then the follow-up, because Octo content is so epic, I know that once, like, for example, Brian, that was the plan, to just see how Brian did in Octo content. Same thing with Erica, but Erica bought everything. So there we go, 26 minutes, very long. But these are things you're going to notice. You're going to notice 90% is chit chat. I really want to get to know the person for several reasons. Number one, no. Well, yeah, because I want to get to know them. Yes, that's sure, okay. Will they be cool to work with in the future? Sure, maybe, even though I mostly work alone. But it's mostly to be able to help them. Because when you get to know someone and you get good at this, and you've been doing this for a while, you're going to notice what they may be really good at. Are they funny? Do they have good hair like Erica, as we joke about. You know, I'm going to talk about the hair. By the way, how is the hair? How's the COVID hair going? This ongoing joke has become a thing, Marc's hair. I think I will open a Twitter account and it'll be Marc with the C's hair. You notice what they're good at. You notice what their experiences are. You can create pieces of content for them, not for them, but as you're building a relationship, take notes. Say, oh, they should do content on this. Oh, they should do content on this. And then at the end of as you're moving along, say, okay, I got some content ideas for you, because it's all about content. I think you should do a piece of content on this, a piece of content on this. And most of the time they'll be like, well, yeah, 'cause I know a lot about that. And I'm thinking in my head, I know you know a lot about that. I was listening to you. Okay, I went long. These are things you're going to notice, and I do these all the time. I used to do these all the time. When you do 25 of these per day, you're making a couple of thousand per day. You don't need to sell. So that's Brian. We're going to kick it off with Brian. Why don't we kick it off with Brian? Then we'll do Erica right after. And then at the end of this webinar, you want to stick around, because would you like to know, and would you like to have my 7-figure formula on one of my automated webinar funnels? Would you like that? I think so. We are halfway through the year, by the way. I was going to say Happy Canada Day yesterday. We are July 2nd. Yesterday was Canada Day, and it's halfway through the year. So in the second half of 2020, I'm going to push to have a 7-figure funnel. Would you like to know exactly what how that funnel looks from beginning to end? Would you like to know exactly how that automated webinar looks from beginning to end? Would you like to have the exact chat that I will populate with it? Would you like all that stuff? That's at the end of this webinar tonight. Oh, it's a good night. So right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to plug Brian in, and then I'm going to come back out for 2 seconds. I'm going to frame up Erica's conversation. Erica, what's up? Erica with an A. And I'll tell you what that was all about. Let's do Brian now. Let me plug Brian in right now. Here we go. I'll be right back. Okay. How we looking? So here we go, man. I mean, I'm going to be pretty transparent about this, my friend.
All right.
I'm recording.
Okay.
It's recording right now. No one's watching, so we're not live. We're
That's
just
fine.
recording.
You got it.
What I'd love to do is, if all goes well, it will, I'm going to edit some parts if they're too vulnerable.
Okay.
And I'm going to run it on Thursday's webinar. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
So, brother, what's up, man? What's been going on?
Not much, Mark. A lot, actually. Just enjoying life, getting ready to start skating again, and business is going well. And, you know, life has been really happening. We're starting to pick up skating. As you know, I'm a referee for USA Hockey.
So, you said skating or dating?
Skating.
Skating.
Yes, I'm a ice hockey referee. I'm not dating. I have one. I have a woman. I'm here. I'm all set.
My mind is somewhere else.
Yeah, all right. No worries.
No, so, yeah, I knew you were a ref. Well, we knew each other from, what, over a year ago? Briefly?
No, longer than that. I think it's been about 2, 3.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When we first met before you started Branding University.
Yeah. I remember your, we always talked about hockey.
Yes. That's why I asked you that question with the Senators, because I know, you know, what was going on. So, you know, I had to ask.
Don't move.
All right. All right, look at it. I see what.
I was going to wear this, but it's too hot. It's Canada Day too today, but.
Oh, is it really? Happy Canada Day. Oh, I love it.
I'm a Sens fan, bro.
Yeah, I know you are. I know. That's why I was asking.
You're Chicago, man.
Yeah, I'm a Blackhawks fan, but Dallas is one of our rivals.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why you were asking.
Yes. Yes.
You were going to potentially cancel our call.
No. But
So-
life's been healthy. Things have been going well. I've lost a total of about 45 pounds.
You look amazing, man.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel great. My back is fine. I still have pain. I'm 3 to 4 every day, and I have a electronic stimulator in my back. Um, I've been exercising, doing a lot of core exercises and resistance band training, riding my bike. I've been staying really active. So,
When you say electronic stimulator, what do you mean, man? They put
uh,
something.
yeah, they connected to my nerves in my spine, and where'd it go? Hold on. This remote control. Hold on. Let me turn it on.
No way.
Yeah, hold on. Wait. Press and hold flight bar. Okay, wait. There we go. Wrong button. Okay. This remote control, I don't know. Wait, it's a little blurry, but this remote control controls. I have 2 electronic leads in my back permanently in place, and I can control the stimulation like a TENS unit in my back.
Wow.
Yeah. So I use this every day. It
So,
helps. It helps my pain level tremendously. Cut it down from an 8 to a 4.
from an 8 to a 4 half.
Yep. Yep.
And so it's like having a personal massage chair installed in your body.
In my totally in my body. My legs are like,
Wow.
yeah, and it covers
Wow.
different areas. I can hold up to 30 different TENS unit programs. You want to call them TENS unit because you're familiar with that. And
Can I program an app for that thing for you? I'll call it the
yeah,
sales
yeah.
app.
But yeah, it's helped. It's been in now for 2 years.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and all the stuff that's been going on with my body for the last 20 years, it's totally where I'm at now from where I was at 20 years ago, 100 and more than a 360 turnaround. I mean, it's been so much positivity in the way I feel, the way I walk, all the battles I've battled. You're familiar with some of them. I've had the 3 heart attacks.
Say that again.
I've had 3 heart attacks.
3?
3. Yeah, 3. I've also had, I have lupus too, which is autoimmune disease. Knee replacement, rotator cuff, 5 back surgeries, neck fusion, and just the lupus is what that also wears me down. So it's been a battle, but I don't quit. I keep fighting, man.
Well, yeah, this is like, whoa.
Yeah.
I thought I was a fighter.
We're both fighters, Mark. We both are.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We're very much alike.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're kind of like a cyborg though with your knee replacement. You're kind of like half machine, half man, bro.
Yeah, I've fused from C2 to C7, L1 to L5S1.
Can I keep this part, because I'm gonna cut out pieces of this, but do you care if people know about this?
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you feel better now than you did 20 years ago?
Yeah, definitely.
You look like some rich dude who's on the beach on holiday. Like you got the tan, you look chilled out, bro.
I am, very much so. Very much so. I'm taking it easy, man. I'm enjoying life, and hockey's starting to get back together now, and we're starting to skate. I'm skating 2 times a week.
So when you say skating, like I'm hockey skating, right?
Yeah, skills, conditioning.
Okay.
Besides off-ice conditioning, we have on-ice conditioning too.
So I guess you're a coach.
No, actually, I'm just a referee.
And you train?
Yeah, we train, yeah.
To keep up with that level of refereeing.
Correct, and the level of skills, because I've done midget 18-year-olds. I've done 1 or 2 D3 games, Division 3.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's awesome. You know, I enjoy it. I love it. From little kids all the way up to adult league. So it's a blast. I love it.
Brother, I'm into this. I feel like your life so far. Well, I knew about you, but it's based on a few brief conversations years ago, and
Right.
I mean your social media. But this is deep stuff here, bro.
Yeah.
Did you? So the you started following me online again, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I say, pop
Exactly.
into a lead somewhere.
Yeah. I was following you online, and I got back in touch with you, and you know, I was back from your original start,
Yeah, because
and then I pulled away because I was trying to work on myself to get healthy again.
ah,
Because if I can't, if I'm not healthy, I can't help anybody else.
I love that.
You
It's a
know,
fact.
yes, that is so true. You know, and if I'm not at my best, how can I help somebody else get to their best?
You know, man, I can relate to that stepping away and fixing yourself, but with you, specifically with you, can I bring something up from years ago?
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember when I found you online. I found you online.
Hmm.
I think you were in my leads, and sometimes
Yeah,
I go through my leads, and I kind of just click a name and just go see out of curiosity.
right.
And you were doing a live, like one live. There was maybe one or two people on
Hmm.
Facebook,
Right.
and you just kept going. You like it didn't matter. At one point there was zero people watching or something, and you kept going. But the person I saw then and the person I see now is a completely different person.
I totally agree with you. I
Like,
just, you know, I was checking some videos from a couple of years ago,
yeah,
and you see a person that's run down, you see a person that
yeah,
looks beat up,
yeah.
and that's how much work I've done with myself to get to where I'm at right now.
Oh man, it's so awesome to talk to you, bro.
Yeah,
So,
likewise, Mark,
so,
definitely.
so you now you're what are you doing? Are you coming back into like the marketing game? Is that what you want to do?
Yes, yes, and I also we'll talk. You mind if I talk about something about what I'm
Talk about
doing?
anything, bro. Your business is anything. I want to know.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm actually repping for a company called My Life ID, and what it
Okay.
is it's a card, U.S. based, USB secured medical ID card that holds a person's whole comprehensive medical profile.
Okay. I got to hear about this. I'm taking a new page. It's called My Life ID.
Yes, My Life ID.
Is it MLM?
It's starting to be, but right now we're just getting it out. We're just got done with all the HIPAA requirements, everything like that. So, yes,
Does
I'm going to be working the whole Chicago area,
no way.
and hopefully get some people, which we are, people underneath, you know, and then you can have certain, you know, how he wants to have people in basically every state.
You're like me. You're an entrepreneur. You look at the regions and the business and the leaders. All you already got that
Uh-huh.
mapped out, eh?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And the card, it holds 32 gigs of information. It stores 5 languages on the card. Like say, for instance, you're going to Italy and your information is in American, it's in English. You can have everything that's on this card transcribed into Italian. So when you go to Italy, if God forbid, if you get sick or hurt or anything, all your information is already transcribed in Italian. So, and what they do, it holds mega information, MRIs, X-rays, blood work, skeletal problems, emotional problems, the service dogs, all their information. Let's see what else. It holds allergies, emergency contacts, all your comprehensive information. Now, what the good point is of it, say unfortunately something happens to you and you have this card. you plug it in the USB port. The first responders know about it. So they put it in, they have a code, they have a way of accessing it. So it brings up all your information to help assess you faster, quicker. So they're not doing unnecessary tests. They may not know you're a diabetic, but if they pull it up in this card, you're going to see that you're a diabetic. It saves time, it saves energy, it saves insurance costs, it just saves everything around the thing.
It's huge. That's a big idea.
Yeah.
I like big ideas.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I mean,
we'll talk later. We can talk more.
well, yeah, we definitely will talk later. That's
And
for
right
sure.
now, we have two. We have a basic account and an elite account. Basic account gives you a nice variety of things to put on, but they carry it. It's not the actual USB. The elite one is the USB.
Yeah, well, there's monthly. Is it a monthly fee? That's
No,
how we.
one time to get the program. It's very minimal. I think $15 or $20 for like a sign up fee, if you want to call it sign up, so you can get put into the server, things of that sort. And the card is about $90.
Does the company have like a presentation video that's like a 2-minute thing?
That's what we're working on right now. He's working on the video thing for it, and we might not want to put this on, but I've just talked to our TV station here, and we're getting ready to do possibly a segment for the Vinday News, plus on their media, digital. So we've been talking with them about that.
Brother, can I say something?
Go
You want
ahead.
to you want to move a lot of these things, right? You want to sell a lot of them, right?
Yes, and I'm talking with schools, insurance companies, insurance brokers, hospitals. So we're really trying to make a push on this.
Are you a hustler and grinder? Like, do you make cold calls? How do you do that?
Yeah,
Are you doing it that way?
yeah.
Okay.
But now it's better because now I can go face to face. I'm a face to face kind of guy, man. I'd rather do it that way. Go to the doctor's office. Go to the university. And social media helps, but personally, I like doing face to face. Like even doing this Zoom call work.
Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
I'm a face-to-face guy. Well, when I'm face-to-face, it's not fair for the other person because I always close.
Because I got you because you know what's going on. I know.
And they feel you. Like you read, like, you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly. Hey, have you read this book?
Let's see. No, I'm going to write it down. Captivate.
Yeah, Vanessa Edwards. It's about the science of succeeding with people.
Okay. I love it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I got value right there. I'm buying that book right after our call.
It's a great book. It's got excerpts. It's got exercises in it.
Awesome.
She also goes into detail about the first impression, reading people, visual, all that.
Tell me if you agree with this. I feel like I just have to ask you this because because it's so true to me. Do you find that getting in the door, and when I say in the door, I mean getting someone to just pick up the phone and listen, that part, do you find that part, and for them to want to pick up the phone, do you think that part, once you're past that, you're good?
Yeah, it's the initial, hey, I'm Brian, this is blah, blah, blah.
Like, who are you?
Right. Then once you get past that, it's great.
I ran a little test. Well, I didn't run a test. I do this. This is what I do. But you know how you can target to a regional area?
Yes.
I've even done it with, I'm going to tell you, but when there was people that I wanted to impress,
Uh-huh.
sometimes ladies.
Yeah.
I go in the local area that they reside, not hard
Right.
to postal code stuff.
Uh-huh.
And all I do is I put out value videos
Right.
about life changing, about me.
Yeah.
Like the stuff you just said, I would say something like that. Like, I had my knee replaced, and this is what I learned from that experience.
Correct.
And when people actually see me, they don't, I just go down their timelines. I'm putting a little local ad.
Right.
You just see me. They go, oh, it's that guy again. Oh, it's that guy again. Oh, it's that guy again.
It's the consistency of being in front of somebody draws them into.
Now, if I were to call them up and say, oh, by the way, hi, my name's Marc Lalonde. You may have seen me online. You know what they're going to do? Because I do it all the time. They're going to say, hold on a second. What were you talking about your knee on social media? Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay. That will cost me probably 80 cents to get in front of that person.
Right.
So if I do that at scale and they just see me, I could be talking about nothing. It doesn't matter what I talk about, but if they unmute one of those videos and God forbid, go to my blog and see all the, see that I have hundreds.
I got it. I've seen it. Yes, they're there.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Blog,
you see what I'm saying? So if someone does that to Brian, to you, they just, when you see somebody on video, do you remember the first time, Brian, you saw someone on video and you said, oh, it's that person again. And if they were to call you or email you, wouldn't the resistance be like gone? Wouldn't you be like, oh, you're the person? Yeah.
And there's a connection there when that happens. Because you're like watching it and like, wow. And then it happens. It's like the magic happens, you know, and it gets you over that spot, over that little hump.
Yeah. I discovered something, brother, this year that blew my mind. And I don't know if I look well rested, but it put me in such a chill state because I have less pressure on what I'm supposed to be. I used to say, like, am I an online marketer? Am I running a university? Am I a fitness guy? Am I this? Am I that? What do I, like, no direction, bro. No clarity. What is my brand, right? And this year, well, last year, it's all about who is Mark.
I got you.
Who's Brian? Like, I mean, I'm just going to, based on this, what you told me about your back, Mr. Cyborg, and even the knee replacement, these are experiences. There are things that you've experienced with a knee replacement that most people have not.
Right.
And they probably, what did I say yesterday? I said, oh, it's coming soon. We're a couple of old guys. And you said,
right.
Well, I already got mine done. I'm like, holy shit, like, I can learn from that. I would watch that video. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's true, because we all have a story, but somebody's story will resonate with somebody more so than somebody else. But that one little clip, that one little video, that's all it needs. You go, wow, man, this guy had his knee done. My knee's messed up.
Brother.
You know, and then we connect, and then it goes bigger from there.
Brother, like, I mean, it's the simplicity of this. Like, my ID, my life ID, that card you just told me about.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that again. I don't know if you know a thing about me, but a thing or two about me, but I've got a pretty big audience. I could probably make a couple of bucks.
Yep.
So I would have not even listened to you about that business if I didn't know, like, and trust you at some level. Or you shared with me this stuff today, just not today. And I feel like our relationship moved a step forward. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I totally agree with you, Mark.
So now I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. So if you had like 7 videos, for example, and you had a blog and someone went and looked at Brian, let's say one video was about skating again to get in shape. One video was about you feel better than you did 20 years ago. Here's why. One video would be like, I stepped away from the marketing world to fix myself, because if I can't fix myself, how can I help others? And now I'm back. Like be another video. One could even be talking about lupus. One could be
Yeah.
talking about the knee replacement. One could talk about your 3 heart attacks. Like just what I said there. If I saw you talk about with authenticity like you did with me, I mean, I could even video clip those things. If you took those videos, you spit those videos out on like, I'm going to say the 8 most popular platforms for free.
Okay.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I do.
Then you bring them back to your blog with calls to action with just pieces of you. And then on your video number 8, you say, like you have 7 that are just talking about you. Nothing, no agenda, man. You don't even say. And if you'd like to learn more about my business, don't say that. But on video number 8, you say, I found something that I'm super excited about. I'm inviting you to a webinar or a Zoom in 2 weeks.
Right.
And then that would be a pre-recording where you sell. Do you see how that would convert?
Yes. Oh, without a doubt.
Or even
Without a
better,
doubt.
or even better with you, can we book a call? Can we book a call? So, because right now you're doing the cold call thing. I was at a point where I did 400 per day. I know that world, but wouldn't it make more sense wouldn't it be more likely for them to want to talk to you the other way, right?
Right. Oh, without a doubt, because they already have that connection, and then at that point, you tell, hey, and then you make that connect, and then there's more of a trust factor, a knowing just by watching the video clips. But then on the webinar, then there's more of that know, like, and trust factor right there.
Well, I'm gonna pitch you something, and it's up to you. But do you know what octo content model is?
Yes, I do.
Did you see Oliver the Octopus do his thing?
Yeah, I saw most of it. Yes, I'm impressed. I love it.
Because I was gonna say, man, I could share the video with you. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to, because I said 20 minutes. You realize we've been on for 35 minutes, right?
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to send you. Yeah, I got to send you the video. If I send you the video, you know what? You want ultra transparency, brother? Like, you know how I sell so much stuff? I tell you, I'm going to pitch you something.
All right.
Like I'm going to tell you because I'm going to use like something I learned from Eric Worre, but I want to send you a couple of videos because I'm going to give you like this. I'm not going to charge you the regular price. It'll be super, super low, the price of Octo Content Model.
Okay.
And it sells for $5,000. It's a 5-month mentorship thing that we did from January to May. Can I crack it open real quick right here?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Just let me screen share. I got to show you. And the reason I got to show you is because this is all I do. This is all I do right now. Me.
Wow.
I wake up in the morning. I make one video. One. Takes me about, it's a 15 to 20 minute video. I turn that video into video clips, into image quotes, into podcast episodes for 7 podcast platforms. It goes out on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Pinterest now. All this is done, bro. Like 13 pieces of content from one piece of 20-minute work. What Gary, you heard of Gary Vaynerchuk?
Yes, I have.
What Gary V does with 30 to 60 team members, I can do alone now by treating the video a certain way, cutting it up, and spitting it out on all these platforms. And what that does is
amazing, Mark. Holy cow.
It's crazy, bro. It's the most, like, as I was thinking of the price, because it was 5 months long. We started in January, and I'm going to screen share it with you quickly, but it was, as I was figuring it out, I've never not only worked so hard, pressure was on. I had a full classroom waiting here every week. I promise that we'd have podcast episodes from that content. So not only is it about stripping the sound, it's okay, now we got to make this content in a certain way that has a call to action at the end and that works for video and for voice. So I can't just say, so let me share my screen. And no, you can't do that. It's a
Right.
podcast too.
Right.
I don't
Right.
want to do like a video and then a podcast and then take images. I want to do one piece of work, slice it up. So thinking about that
That
was,
makes sense doing it that way, definitely.
oh, bro. So we opened up a podcast. We got on iTunes. We got on the home devices. We're on all. It's just crazy what we've
Holy
done
cow.
in those
Dude.
5 months. It's a doctorate. My life has changed. I want to tell you a couple of things, but I'm going to just tell you one quick thing.
All right. All right.
Since I've been doing this and going out on all 8 platforms, I do it once a week.
Okay.
And the leads just go back to my blog. People consume my blog and they become real fans. So whenever I send an email, guess what? They're looking at what I have to offer, such
Right.
as
Right.
the same thing would happen with anybody because they don't know me when I spit it out the first time.
Mhm.
So I got to do a humble brag real quick, then I'll share Octo content.
You got it. Awesome.
Humble brag is, have you ever heard of the community? So much stuff is coming my way because of this, because I'm getting out there and I'm bringing
Yeah.
people to my blog. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I may be an endorser. I maybe would call it an endorser. I may be sponsored by a sneaker company, bro.
Oh, dude.
Can you believe that?
Really?
They start with a K.
Okay.
They're not. It's not Nike.
I got you. I'm pretty familiar with sneaker
Gary Vee
companies.
has a shoe there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Could you
Wow.
imagine? They have a startup sneaker. It's called the Risk. It's a black sneaker. And I may be the entrepreneur that represents that freaking sneaker.
Really? That is awesome, dude.
I'll probably cut this part out. K-Swiss, bro.
I got you. That was on point with it. That's how I got it.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine?
That's
Marc
great.
Lalonde,
man.
the wealthy trainer. And I'm like, and then I talk about risk. I'm all about risk.
Right, right.
So, I mean, just the fact of being sponsored by a sneaker company.
That's fantastic, Mark. That's fantastic.
And it's only because of Octo content and brand resume. The
Right.
things I'm gonna hook you up with them now if you don't mind. You want me to?
Yeah, give them to me off, definitely.
Yeah, we'll hook you up because I mean I can get you to watch a video, but this is perfect for you with where you are right now. It only
Okay,
makes sense.
awesome. Give them to me. Let me have.
Because I got to do this. I got to tell you. There's an app called the Community app. I almost want to share you the message. The Community app is what Gary Vaynerchuk says, text me at blank.
Okay.
You know, he's got a text number.
Yeah.
We do email texting. Community.com is for celebrities, bro. It's like you got Puff Daddy, you got actors, all that stuff.
Right, right.
They contacted me and they said they went to my blog.
Mhm.
They checked out all my content and I have the email right here. I'm going to show you. I'm going to share my screen.
I love it, dude.
They've chosen me out of over 100,000 people to be on the app. They want to
great,
interview
Mark.
me.
Really? Cool,
Yeah.
man.
And
Dude,
I'm
you're
telling
crushing it, man.
I'm
You
tell-
are crushing it.
I'm not yeah, but here's my point. It's because of Octo content and brand resume, bro. That's it.
Okay.
How would you like to be in our next course? Do you want to be in content creators?
Yeah.
You want to be a part of that course?
Yes, I do.
Because I'm going to send hundreds of thousands of people to that free course.
Definitely.
Okay, let me hook you
have
up.
it. Awesome. Cool.
Let me see when you see my screen, bro.
All right.
Okay, can you see that?
Yep. Got it.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so I will go to social. Do you have a pen, bro?
Yeah, I do.
just because this will be easy for you to. Actually, we're gonna unlock you right away. It's or are you or did you sign up for social media? Is the new Hollywood? Are you? Do you have a free account?
I think yes, I do. I'm not sure.
Okay. If you don't, you'll need to sign up in there. That's where I can unlock your courses. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So check this out. I'm gonna go unlock it. Look
Okay.
at that, $5,000. That's what I'm gonna sell it for, but I'm not. I'm not gonna sell it for $5,000. I'm gonna give it to you today for under 200. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Yep.
I'll show you. I'll give you this for under 200. I'll give you. I'll just show you real quick
Okay.
because the way it's split up is all of the weeks. Check this out. Every week is a session. Can you see that?
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm going to go into the course itself.
Wow.
Yeah, Brian? Bro?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, it's okay because I'm going to cut out a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I don't think I want in the video.
Okay.
So, but are you cool with me letting, when we talk about your ID life, are you okay with that?
Yeah, because I want people to get to that.
Yeah.
We're also giving away free accounts for that basic account right now too.
Well, the thing is, man, the truth of the matter is, by doing what we talked about, you're going to sell that like it's nobody's business because people are going to start watching you regularly. You're going to capture them all, man. And then when you send them a promo video or a webinar, that's when the magic happens. It's like, oh man, this sounds like bullshit, but it's not. It's like picture getting on a call like you already do, with 20 people who opted to come in and talk to you.
Got it.
Imagine 20 people show up on a webinar or a Zoom. It could be basic, and you do what you're doing anyways, but to 20 people instead of one. And they came and showed up to listen to you because they've seen you before. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Correct.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You're going to crush this. Okay, so Here we go. Yeah, brother, this was the most intense thing I've done. Octo content model.
Yes. Those are all the courses, huh? All the sessions.
All the sessions. Just check this out, just really quick.
All right.
No, not the whole thing. I'll just go right here. Can you hear that?
No.
What about this? No?
No.
There's a way to do it on Zoom. Watch this. I found this the other day. Share computer sound. Boom. Now, can you hear this now? Cut up the videos.
Got it.
Work? Okay, so check this out. This is just the last minute, okay?
Okay.
I'll play it from 7-Eleven. Here we go.
All right.
And I'm mute out. But watch what we do with one piece of content.
All right.
How do we possibly implement this? It would take a team of people to film, take pictures, record you, cut up the videos, hours and hours and hours of content just to make this happen. Here's where the WMO comes in. Your WMO weekly method of operation is to create one 15-minute value video. I'm using Gary as an example. Here would be one of his 15-minute videos. That's the job done. From that video, we clip out what we call video clips. Those are clips from the original video that are approximately 2 minutes long. We add captions to the video clips, and these are used for Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Now I want you to ignore the different clothing in these videos that Gary's wearing. I just grabbed these as examples of what we're doing, but in our case, of course, we'll have the same clothes on because we are in fact taking clips from the long form 15-minute video. Next, we take screenshots from the video. Once again, ignore Gary's clothing. We will have the same clothes on. So we take snapshots from the video and then we apply quotes to them. We refer to these as images because that's what they are. We use the images on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Twitter. Next, we strip the sound from the original video. And that sound file will be used for SoundCloud, iTunes, and Alexa flash briefings. So all of these pieces of content come from the original 15-minute video. That 15-minute video will be used for your YouTube, and it is the video that will be sitting on your blog. So by following and executing on the Octo content model, you will literally be creating 30 pieces of content from a 15-minute video, and you will be spitting them out on all 8 platforms, constantly retrieving new audience members into your audience.
Wow.
Does that blow your mind?
Pardon me?
Does that blow your mind?
Yes, very much so. Holy cow.
Like, look at it. Look at this. I'm going to show you one more quick minute, okay? And that'll be it, okay?
Okay.
Because when you make all of those clips, that's cool. No, it's like, it's not cool. It's crazy. It's insane. When I wanted to do this in my head, I'm like, when I made this video, I'm like, how the hell am I going to get that done? Like,
Right.
That's a dream world. I don't even have a podcast. I don't even know how to strip sound. How am I going to take out clips? Like, and even if I could do it all technically, how am I going to structure it all?
Right. Right.
But here's what we do with it. Check this out. Real quick. Is this okay? 1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute's fine. Definitely.
Awesome. It's just 1 minute here.
Yeah,
You
no
lose
worries.
your audience and you do not have to bring them back of what Oliver's job is once your pieces of content are created. Then once you understand what Oliver's job is, then we'll go into exactly how to create 30 pieces of content from one 15-minute video. Oliver's job is to bring you new audience members every single day from all 8 platforms that we specified today. Oliver will go out, get you audience members, and bring them back to your blog. Yes, you will absolutely need a blog. We'll talk about the specifics at the end of the video, but in short, you own your blog. You don't own the social media platforms. If anything happens to those platforms, you lose your audience and you do not have their contact information. And way too many more reasons to why you need a blog. Too many to start listing right now. But when people land on your blog, we in the Laboom Squad capture everyone who lands there, even if they don't fill in an email. We capture them in several ways, including some Facebook pixel retargeting code, including the code for a LinkedIn Insight tag, including a G tag. So when someone simply lands on your blog, you can retarget to all of these people on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and on Google. Then on top of that, of course, there will be forms on your blog where people can add to their email in exchange for free value, as well as places where you can collect text numbers for your SMS texting campaigns. So this is why we stuck the blog right up there. Now, once you give Oliver your 30 pieces of content, he will use that content as bait to go get food. What I mean by that is your quote-unquote bait would be your content going out, and the quote-unquote food that he'll be retrieving will be your audience members. So as you will see at the end of this video, when we implement the weekly method of operation, the pieces of content are native to the platforms in which we are retrieving from, which means they look different. It's not the same video or image. So here are the 8 platforms. We start with LinkedIn. Oliver sends out content specific for LinkedIn with a specific call to action tailored to LinkedIn users. Next, he will do the same thing for Twitter. Next, he will do the same thing for YouTube. The fourth fishing hole that Oliver is going to capitalize on is Facebook. Then it's Instagram. And now we're going into audio platforms. Oliver's going fishing on SoundCloud. He's going fishing on iTunes. And he's even going fishing on Amazon's Alexa. Now, as you can probably imagine, content on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Alexa are completely different from each other. If that's what you're thinking, you are correct. So to sum it up, your content is going out in the right native formats to each platform with a call to action to bring audience members back. Are you guys with me so far?
Please, sir. I want some more.
Okay, let's give you a little more. Let's give you a visual representation.
Amazing, Mark. Wow.
So I was gonna, here, I'll stop. Will I stop sharing? Yeah, just for a sec. So that was a vision of mine in just in January. So now all this stuff works, brother. We went week after week after week to chop up that video, spit it out on all of these friggin' platforms, and have a call to action to come back to our blog. When they go on our blog, guess what? They see a ton of you, and we capture them, so on and so forth. And this is happening all day, all the time. So that's the auto content model, man.
That's awesome, man. Holy cow.
So I'm going to share again because I'll show you what's in it. Then I'll hook you up with it today. And I was thinking if we leave it at that today, it'll give you a chance to dive in, okay?
All right.
Here's what I would do. I would go through all the modules visually first.
Okay.
So I'd watch it almost like a series on Netflix.
Okay.
I would. Because there's so much depth into it's like getting a PhD in university.
Right. Oh, I believe it. It's definitely.
It's like getting a degree. So let me just show you how to whoops. Am I back on?
Yeah, no, you're still, there you go.
Okay. So here we go. I'll go in the course. And every session has an overview and has a full video. But look at this. Session 1 was the content creation.
Okay.
Week 2 was how to finalize the pillar content. So the pillar content is the one piece, the one video. We worked with one video, brother, through this whole 5 months. So I would do 1 week, and then people would do homework, and then we do week 2, and people would do homework, and do week 3. So while people were doing homework, I was trying to figure out how to get the next thing done. So
wow.
So this 20 minute, 15 to 20 minute piece of content, it's not hard. I mean, it's got structure. You're going to have to pick a topic.
Right.
But I just did it walking around. I talked about fear. And I used that and I chopped it all up. So we talk about automated webinars as well in this course, which I don't know if you know, that's my bread and butter.
Gotcha.
I don't like that's how I'm going to sell these courses, is through automated webinars. You ever wonder if I'm live or if I'm pre-recorded? Do you?
It's, yeah, after you had said it. Yeah.
So yeah, I teach my little tricks in here. Creating custom quote images and cover art. You were getting good in images, weren't you, at some point?
Pardon me?
You were getting good in images, weren't you, at some point?
Yeah.
We go really deep in here. Have you ever seen me work in Canva?
No, I haven't.
Okay, that's an inside joke. You're gonna get it when you go through the module.
Okay.
I suck at Canva. It's like people are like, Mark, get into that Canva thing. We can't wait to laugh at you. But just to show you, I could create some pretty kick-ass images.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
Not knowing what I'm doing. Like just picking a font and dragging.
Right.
Oh yeah, Canva is the easiest thing, man.
Yeah. Wow.
So we got this, and
Okay.
I teach you guys how to do your. Well, I teach you guys. When you talked today, there, buddy,
Hmm.
hey there, buddy,
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Brian, like you said some things that could have literally been a quote. Like, like for example, how can you, if you don't work on yourself, how can you help work with others? Like, you, we always say things that could be put into a graphic, and that's what we do in here.
Okay. All
We
right.
we create like picture quotes of you so that you get branded out. What are we? We're in week 6. I better move fast. Create lead capturing video clips. We take clips from your pillar content. We cut that sucker up and we put it on social media so that it brings people back. So, because a lot of people are not going to want to sit through the whole video.
Okay.
I don't know if you've known or if you've noticed, but I tend to be long-winded at times.
No, 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 I haven't.
Then stripping off the audio, which was
Okay.
super easy to do, but hard to figure out.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just really quick. When somebody looks at this, session number 7, or looks at
Mhm.
any of these sessions and they go, well, that wasn't that hard. I'm like, it wasn't that hard now.
Right, right. Yeah, it's the
I,
initial,
I
right.
made it not hard. And they're like, it's just, this is not only a time machine, man. This is everything to me. This is
Yeah.
all I do right now. I follow this course. Session
Fantastic.
8. Session 8 is your blog. We set up your blog just like mine.
Okay.
Session 9 is populating the perfect blog post. Session 10 is your podcast. And this is, do you have an Alexa device?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun. You're
All
gonna,
right. I
you know,
Go on.
you're in instantly in a bunch of homes right away, right?
Once you're there, right. Yeah, and once it's on, I haven't had it on for a while, but I'll put it back on.
Oh, buddy, you're gonna get a message from me. We're gonna get your podcast on there. There's not enough podcasters on that.
Okay, cool.
And then syndicating to all the platforms, brother. This is the whole
Wow.
course. So I'm
Amazing.
gonna set you up with that today, okay?
All right. Sounds great.
And what I'll do is I'm gonna just look at that. Have we been on for almost an hour?
Well, yeah.
Okay, bro, I'm gonna do this quick. See this right here?
Well, I'm looking at yours and I'm going, it's 1 o'clock? It's 12 o'clock here. I'm thinking it's what I was going to say 2 hours.
Okay, no. Yeah, you're looking at my clock. Eastern time. So this is what you will end up with. Something in absolute depth. Like look at all
Wow.
these. This is the blog. Check this out. What do you think happens when somebody lands on this and they go, oh my God, and they
Oh,
just
it's
keep
amazing, Mark. It is awesome.
like they literally this is the piece we created. So if I click that, that is the blog post. It's got an image, it's got some
Right.
text, it's got a whole video, it's got a whole podcast, and it's got your story at the bottom. And if you go to the top, we describe all of this stuff, how to build
Wow.
this. So if you go to webinars, you could go quick access. So it's almost like you got your own little YouTube channel here,
Right, right.
all of you. And I mean, you could literally watch it right from here. It works on all mobile devices. So,
Wow.
and what's the craziest thing is that if you go to About, you can, this is where your story is, brother.
Right. Wow.
So-
That's where it starts, right there.
Brother, when people come here and they see this and look at all the social media channels, like, I mean, I've been working on it since January
Right.
and I'm optimizing it and I'm adding content all the time. But when someone comes here, bro,
Mm-hmm.
if they come here and you have like a dozen videos, like we just talked about, we teach you how to do this, I think in module number 8,
Okay.
how to build this thing for free.
Right.
When somebody lands on this and sees you, that this is you, do you think you're more likely to answer your calls?
Oh, without a doubt. Definitely.
I mean,
Definitely.
puts you on the map right away.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do, brother. I'm going to send you this link because we've been on for over an hour. I didn't even realize that.
Hey, I'm having fun, man. This is awesome.
Are you pumped up about doing this?
Yes,
Aren't you?
definitely.
'Cause
Most definitely, Mark.
I'm going to check back with you in a week, okay?
All right.
I want
Definitely.
to. I would like to see a status report.
All right. You
Would
got it.
Do you want to be an influencer and make more sales with no resistance, pretty much?
Big time. Definitely.
You
Most
really
definitely.
want that?
Yes.
Okay, well, this is it.
All right.
Now, let me remember what the URL is as I'm rambling on and saying, okay, Mark, what is it? I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I think I gotta go in the affiliates. Yeah, I'll just go here. I gotta go
Right.
find my own affiliate link.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, after a while when you... I haven't been selling many of them one-on-ones. You're one of the lucky ones.
Cool.
So here what you can do is, I'm going to send you the direct link.
Right.
What it is Octo Content, the $5,000 course.
Okay.
Actually, you know what I'll do? What's your email, brother?
Brian
Yeah,
at
yeah.
briansmolachek.com. No H. No H.
Comes up?
That's it right there.
Beautiful. How do you say it? Smolachek?
Smolachek, yeah.
But you say Czech like a hockey check, right?
Correct. Yeah, because it's Bohemian or Czechoslovakian.
Okay. So I'm going to send you that link and you're going to have to enter your email again.
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, I'm going to send you that link and you're going to, if you go to the bottom, brother,
Okay.
there's the Octo Content model.
Okay.
It's $199 through PayPal, okay?
All right.
So if you pick that up, what I'll do is I'm going to book something with you next week. And don't worry about completing it.
Right.
That's
Right.
not going to happen.
Okay.
And what I'd like to do is I'd just like to open up conversation next week about what you're learning from it, if that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I want to have my hand in your success.
All right. Yeah, all right. That's what I would love that, Mark.
When you accept your Social Examiner Influencer Award in like 2021 or 22, I want you to say, and if it weren't for Marc Lalonde.
Lalonde, right. You got it. You got it.
Okay, man. So,
All right.
I mean, you could pick these up if you want. I'm going to ask you to pick. Oh, you know what? Take a look at these, okay?
All right.
Because look, click the links here. I'm not going to sell you on them now. But what this is the advanced strategies to the blog.
Okay.
But for now, I really want you to focus on Octo Content Model, okay, brother?
All right.
We could be here for another little while, and I believe in these products so much. But right now, I actually think it would serve you better if I sold you less.
Okay. Yeah, because I wouldn't use it right now because I got to focus on the one.
It's a focus thing. And what I'll do is next week we'll chat and we'll see how much you can go on double play, by the way, with me in the courses. You can make me talk like a chipmunk. So, because I do tend to ramble on live stuff.
All right. No worries.
Right, man?
I like to talk, man.
Wow. Okay, cool. Hey, an hour. We're good for now.
Yep. All right.
I'm gonna send you that direct link now.
Okay.
I'll unlock you and then we'll book something for next week.
All right. Sounds great, Mark.
Okay. So we've been recording the whole time.
Okay.
Are you uncomfortable with anything that we talked about?
No, none whatsoever.
I don't think so either. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm just going to play this on Thursday's webinar. If you attend, you'll see it.
All right. That sounds
Okay.
great. I'll be there. What time?
I'm going to send you the registration link.
Okay. You got
And
it.
then you'll be in the chat and you'll be watching this whole plugged in. This will be all plugged in.
All right. Beautiful.
So I'm
Thank
sending
you.
you the link and
We'll get
welcome.
going. Definitely.
Welcome to Octo Content Model, brother.
All right. You got it, Mark. Let's do this.
Okay, we're good. How cool is that? It's fun. it's fun. So just as I cruise into Erica's conversation, which is something that, would it be a first? I don't know if it would be a first, but I don't do these very often, and I thought it was one of the most important things to do. It's called a follow-up conversation when you have nothing to sell. So it's like building a relationship afterwards. So, Brian, a couple of things to note. I say it's being recorded because I find that, here's what I found. When you tell people that this is being recorded, I may use it on a webinar, are you okay with that? They are more behaved. I don't know, it's almost like did you behave more, Brian? Did you behave more, Erica? Probably not, but it's more, I feel like there's less distractions in terms of my attention, in terms of their attention, because I'm thinking, okay, I may use this for training, and they're probably thinking the same thing. This may go on a webinar, so let's pay attention to the conversation. I've noticed that it works instead of their thing, oh, hold on a sec, or oh, I got a notification. They're focused because they know it's being recorded. Does that make sense? I don't know if it makes sense, but it works. When I've been saying that, I'm getting more focused attention. Okay, so with Brian, do not oversell, pull the trigger. I wanted to keep going. I wanted to dive deep with Brian, but I know that once I get Octo content in your hands, Brian, what you're going to do with that. I see the passion. You bought the other two products afterwards. So that kind of says, that speaks volumes. Welcome to everything. Paint the picture for them. I mean, Brian's the perfect example of, with all of your hardships, brother, all of your physical hardships. You're talking about a health product, a health card, a health information card, life ID, not ID life. That's perfect for you to create content in the form of, I had this health issue, I had this health issue, I had 3 heart attacks, and now, and like you just say those, and then in your next video, I'd like to share with you guys how I'm organizing all my health information on one card with all the issues I've had. You know what I mean? He could be a brand spokesperson pretty much for that card. But that's because we had this conversation. Us as professionals, we can create like a vision, paint the vision for Brian. See what you guys understand? It's a lot of things. And more importantly, I made a friend. Like, our relationship actually did get better. So, I hope that was useful. Did you guys enjoy that? You do 25 of those per day. I'm going to use a big word here. Are you ready? Not only will your sales go up, but your social life and happiness will be infinitesimally better. I just drove. When I use big words, it's beyond my brain capacity, so it'll be infinitesimally better when you surround yourself with more relationships. And that's what I did with Brian. You're my buddy, bro. But hey, buddy. Next, Erica Johnson. What's up, Erica? How you doing? Erica's super cool. What can I say about Erica? She's one of many. No, Erica is one of a kind. There's no doubt about that, as you will see. Never saw her online. I thought, and Erica bought all 3 products. Like, I'm like, okay, well, perfect. She obviously, this probably be, it's the unknown. So I checked out a couple of her videos. I'm like, perfect. There's my victim. I shall victimize you, Erica, and bring you on the webinar. This is pre-recorded, of course, but once again, I reached out to I told Erica, is it okay if we play this? I strengthened a relationship. I did what I tried to do with Brian, recommended pieces of content based on her story. And the difference here is that Erica already bought the courses, all of them, on her own. So there was 2 reasons for contacting Erica? Number one was to strengthen, to build, to begin a relationship from both ends. Erica knows me because well, as you will see, that's what we do. We brand ourselves, we get out there, but I don't know her. So I wanted to get to know her. That's number one. And number two is to gather data. Sorry, Erica, I used you to gather data. I want to know at what point people purchase. Because you every day, people are going to, when you reach a certain level, people are going to, they follow you and they see your blog posts, they buy your stuff. If you're talking about a product, they buy your stuff. If you say come to a webinar, they come to a webinar and they don't come in the chat, or they won't go in the private group. They'll just show up on the webinar. Most people watch the replay and they buy your stuff. Now, I want to know, at what point did they find me? At what point did they keep following me? At what point did they click the purchase button and take out their credit card? Because once I know these things, and it's common across all of these strangers to me, you pick up on the commonalities and you do more of that in your business. And then I can teach you guys these things. Make sense? So, Erica, let's plug it in. And let me see. Yeah, that's, and there we go. There you have it. So it's going to be a long one tonight, but Erica, I think we spoke for 30 minutes or something, maybe half an hour. I'm going to plug you in. And then guess what we're doing, guys? We're going to get into, because we're doing content creators after this stuff, but next week we're still selling these courses as affiliates, but I'm going to train you guys how to do this. Zoom is the best. What you're experiencing today is the best. It's me reaching out to people. You have to do this. This is the most important thing in the beginning. But then as you move along, or you want to do this anyways, it's automated webinars. That's just another strategy. That's the one I use. Who wants me to get into that after my conversation with Erica? Okay? Let's do it. Let's plug in Erica and go from there. Here we go.
I'm serious.
That's not real.
Yeah, yes. I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't. It took me 5 years before I could get a steady job here.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
Let me get my camera. I got to use the shitty camera. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that was only in movies.
No, it's legit here. Like I still get looks. You know, because even it takes a lot of effort for me to maintain the skin color that I am. And I literally cannot be out in the sun for very long. And it's like, even where I'm at right now, like I'm still considerably darker than most of the people that live here. When I first moved out here, like, I'm not playing. Like, when I first moved out here, I lived in Corbin, Kentucky. And there was, like, 2 blocks down the road, there was a KKK. There was a shed that had KKK. It was a KKK meeting place.
Whoa.
I would get followed home. Like, people, like, KKK members would follow me around in the store and shit. And they would follow me home.
Are you black? I just can't tell.
Yeah, actually I am. I'm mixed.
Like really light, right?
Yeah.
I don't even see the. Like,
I know, right?
Well, it's people to me. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
I know, right? I look at another individual and I just see another individual. Like I don't even. Like my mother, like my birth mother, she's half Italian, half Spaniard, and my birth father, he was half black and half Oriental.
Wow. Can you tell that I'm a mocha-skinned Latino?
There you go. There you go.
French Latino with a touch of Swiss.
There you are.
No, I'm completely French. That's weird.
Awesome.
Hey,
yeah.
We're recording.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
This is awesome.
We struggled.
Got taken care of.
Hey, you know what's hilarious? Well, what's weird is that look at what we're talking about, like the sensitive topic.
I know, right?
And we haven't even met.
I know, right?
What's up? I'm Mark.
Hey, Mark, I'm Erica.
Erica. So,
Yeah,
that's so Kentucky. Is that where KFC is born?
originally from, yes.
Yes.
I did not know that until I moved here. Like, it didn't even dawn on me.
Well, it's funny. Like as I'm recording this, because this is a really cool platform, Google Duo.
It is. I actually kind of
Thank you.
like it pretty good.
Well, it's
Yeah.
solid. We're solid.
Yeah, it's actually better than Messenger, and I mean, I love it.
I love
I
it.
try to get people on here all the time, and they're
Yeah.
like, let's go to Zoom, and I'm just like, what the hell with Zoom?
Zoom was a struggle. So, well, what's funny about KFC, like I didn't know what to name this recording. I was getting on quick, and I had to.
Yeah.
It's hard to record this software, so I plugged
Sure.
something else in, and I actually called it KFC.
That's awesome,
Kentucky. It's the first thing that comes to mind.
right? That's
Yes.
awesome.
So here's my plan.
All right.
I'm recording now. I'm gonna ask you how you found me and all that stuff in a sec, if you don't mind. But
Oh yeah, go ahead.
but
You might.
what-
I'm not sure about my answers, so go ahead.
it's okay because we can edit it. Because what I like
Yeah.
to do is, do you know who Gary Vaynerchuk is?
I do. Well, I don't know him personally, but yeah,
Okay.
I've seen him on social media.
He's my buddy there. I'll give him a call after to ask him for a couple of things now. The thing is, I want to kind of document some of this stuff a little bit
Yeah.
because it's all about relationships, right? Business relationships moving forward. And
Yes.
I love the live feel to it.
Yeah.
And people get so much out of it because you seem super chill and super cool and not nervous at all about connecting with anyone, right? Like you seem,
No, I'm a lion connector on LinkedIn. Like, I'll connect with anybody.
yeah, and just the way you talk, like it looks like we've known each other for a year already. Just the way we're, like,
Yeah.
you're not. So a lot of people don't think I do that. They think it's all
Right.
electronic. So this is.
Yeah.
So you're cool with this? If I just give you a little, if I grill you,
Go ahead.
because here's the thing. You're one of the people you're one of those people, and I chose you, but you're one of these people who just purchase. Because
Yes.
that's what happens, right? When we do this whole audience building, personal branding thing.
Yeah.
Every morning you wake up in the morning, and it's true. I don't know if you think it's unicorn, but I wake up and it's like sales. So I go to see
Yeah.
and with you were one of these people. I think you bought all 3 products, right?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how? Okay, we'll start like this. I'd like to follow up with you because you're obviously you want success. You just purchased.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm obsessed.
okay, so I'm just gonna tell me about yourself. Oh, by the way, I checked out I checked out 3 of your videos,
Oh.
and
which
the
one?
one about the puppies. There, step into with taking one bite out of an elephant at a time. That one. That
I'm not sure.
no, it was good. That was the best. I'll get to that in a sec if you don't mind. But
Yeah,
you were
go ahead.
like it was so unscripted because you
They usually are.
like it was perfect. You were just talking about your puppies, how you have to get the stuff off the floor, and how they grow really quick and are kind of like babies, and not to rush into the business. It was a beautiful piece of content, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you. You'll have to tell me which one that was because I don't remember. Like, I'm.
Yeah, I will because I think we're
Okay.
gonna use. I think we're gonna use that one for. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know. You're included in a course right now.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
Like, that's something that I'm just like, oh.
yeah.
Actually, I will tell you something funny about that. If it's a little bit kind of woo woo. I don't know how woo woo you get, but it's actually
Very.
pretty interesting. I can tell you that now if you want to, or I can answer your other
Yeah.
questions.
No more questions. I want to know more about you and what led you here. and to
Okay,
making the purchase.
okay. Well, so you've been in my inbox for at least a year.
Me?
Yes.
Was I spamming you?
No, like,
Okay.
okay, so I didn't, half the time, like, I don't even remember how I even found you. Like, I don't even remember what it was, what lead maggot, that you had out, that I subscribed to, that I started getting your emails. It's been that
Awesome.
long. Okay.
A year, 2 years?
Probably.
Awesome.
I mean, you would know, you'd be able to find out faster than I could remember. Like,
So
but
basically,
anyway,
when you moved to Kentucky. Oh no, no, no,
maybe.
no, 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 no. I won't go there. I want to hear you. Please keep going.
So every now and then, like, you would, I would get one of your emails and I would read them and I was just like, man, this guy's awesome. I was like, I'd really like to collaborate with him. And it was just always the wrong time. Like, things would just be happening or whatever, and it was just always the wrong time. And so I was just like, all right. And so finally, I think you had some kind of health thing going on where you would like burn out and you had to like really take a step back from everything.
Yeah.
Like that's basically when I started getting your emails again. Like they started like actually showing up and I actually started seeing them. But I was like, oh man. So hopefully everything's like cleared up for you. In
It
terms
is.
of awesome. I know it's crazy to go down that road, like for real. But and so then
You know what's really crazy?
what's that?
That you know that. It's because sometimes I'll just write an email
Yeah.
or a blog post and I forget how many people actually open that stuff.
Right. From what I hear, it's like single digits in the emails and stuff like this. It's actually pretty low. So I don't know what yours are, but like
Mine are good, which is why
Are they?
I somehow came out of your spam box over the time, right?
maybe.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like
Yeah.
I was getting them for a long time, but anyway, so I happened to be in a position where like when I actually got your next email where it talked about the course creation and stuff like this, I was like, oh, I'm on that.
Awesome.
Like I'm so on that. And it was actually kind of weird because like I was getting ready to go to bed and I had like literally got the email just as I was getting ready to go to bed. And so I was just like, oh man, I really need to, do this. And so I was like, man, I'm tired. And so I forced myself to stay awake and I was like sitting there, going back and forth. And I was just like, well, if he doesn't email me back, then I'll just go to sleep and I'll wait till the morning. But you end up emailing me back. So I was like, yeah. And,
Yeah,
so I was like, I was like, go ahead.
You went and you bought one, right? And then I said, why
I
don't
did.
you pick up all three, right?
Yeah, I was because I wanted the all three in
Yeah.
originally, but I was waiting for your
Yeah.
next email.
Awesome.
And it never came in, so I was like, well, I'm not waiting anymore. I'm just gonna buy this one.
Okay. So you have all three right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
We fixed it.
Okay. Awesome. No, awesome. So this is really cool. Now I'm going to ask you a question now because I need to know.
Yeah.
When you got the email, you've been following me. I'm just I learned from everybody. I don't know. Like I learned
Yeah.
from. It's like I'm collecting data right now. So
Right.
you've seen me for a couple of years. Let's say you've seen my videos for a couple of years, off and on, right?
Yeah.
So, from a personal branding standpoint, is because you've seen me for that period of time that you just bought all those courses, right?
Well, I had been wanting to collaborate with you for a long time.
Why?
Like, I just think you're awesome.
Cool. I think you're awesome. You're super brandable. You look like, oh, I lost you. Okay. You're awesome. You're super brandable. You're super like, I love your hair, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Like it's cool. It's like
Yeah,
it looks like a beach look.
I got dreadlocks.
How do you do that?
They just form.
You just don't wash it, right?
No, I wash my hair. Like, I actually washed my hair today.
Can I do that?
Yeah. Anybody can have dreadlocks.
Well, if you
You
watch,
just don't wash it.
you just don't wash it.
No, brush it. Brush it.
Oh, don't brush it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
eventually it'll grow out. It's like just let it grow out, and
Oh
eventually
man,
it'll,
we're
yeah,
we're we're
it'll
gonna
fluff
be
out.
We're gonna be BFFs. I don't know if you watch my
Yes.
videos, but we. I don't know if you watch my videos, but I'm a little bit into my hair.
There you go. I
Um,
love your hair. It's freaking amazing. It's
thank,
finally starting to like come along, so I'm like really happy about it. I
yeah.
officially have my entire head in locks now.
Well,
Like
we're
it's still
gonna talk. We're gonna talk for a full hour about hair. I can just feel it.
hey, that's fine with me.
Um,
I can do it.
this is amazing. Before you pulled the trigger, though, because
Yeah.
it's interesting. Before you pulled the trigger, did you watch the content creator's video pitch? You just did it.
No, like I seen the email first, and then it directed to to the video, and so I went ahead and I watched it. But even before I watched the video, I was like, I'm doing this. We got a helicopter going by. They're
Wow,
like super low.
that is so awesome. Oh yeah, look at it behind there. So
It's one
cool.
of the black choppers.
They know you're on with me.
They do.
So that's okay, cool, amazing. So tell me, I just want to chat with you and hang out with you, but I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
we gotta get gold, just because I want to know, you are, you want to build your brand, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like
Just a little bit.
what's the end goal? What's the end goal for you? End goal, to get
Oh
more
my goodness.
sales, recruit more people, be
No,
famous, be famous,
no, no.
rich.
Uh-uh. Nope. I don't care about any of that. Like I genuinely don't care about any of that at all. Like
You,
I'm motivated. Like my sense of motivation comes from whether or not I feel satisfied. And the more
okay.
I feel satisfied, I'm on that right path. Like that's just, who I am and just where I get my drive from. Like if I'm satisfied, then, I know I'm doing something right. And I'm not just talking like superficial satisfaction. I'm talking like, do I really feel like I'm making a difference? Do I really feel like I'm doing something for somebody else?
You,
And so it's like
yeah.
my end goal is to be so like, I want to be a household name, not for the fame of it, but I want to, there's a lot of people that lost their jobs over this stupid, thing that's going on right now. And a lot of people have lost their lives. Like it is a serious, thing, but at the same time, it's just, I see what's actually going on with all this. And a lot of people lost their jobs, it's really upsetting to me, because most of those people won't even have a job to return to because the companies are shut down, like completely shut down, and it's just so upsetting. And it's just like, my goal is to be able to franchise my business so that I can, maybe not all of them. I don't, it would be nice if I could do, every single one of them, but give them the opportunity. That's like my new audience now, is like trying to figure out how do I get in front of those people that have lost their jobs so that I can give them an opportunity to actually own a business, and have a franchise, kind of like McDonald's or like Wendy's, but instead it'd be online business specialist, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
And it
like
would
it.
be in their town, and I would give them everything they need. They'd have a website, they'd have web hosting, they'd have everything that they need. I have all the copy, I have all the, all the courses and everything else that I'm creating. They wouldn't, all they'd have to do is send traffic to it. All they'd have to do is just, show up, just make it real easy. And for those that want to that want to actually go somewhere with it, well then, I mean, the sky's not even the limit. Like, you know, they can shoot to Pluto if they want to go that far, you know.
I know.
Like,
You,
I'm here to like really, like, I'm here to really make a difference in people's lives. Like, not just, I want to start here in America because this is where I was born. This is where I'm from. And I really feel like, we have to take care of our own first before we take care of somewhere else. Because if we can't take care of our own, then we can't take care of anywhere else, And so it's like, I want to start here in America, but like, I have so many goals, to just, to just help people. Like, that's all I want to do, is just help people, just help them improve their life and help them transcend, all the crap that they're in, and it's just, I've had the opportunity to actually do that in my own life, to be able to completely, like, everybody else is like freaking out about all this stuff, and I'm just sitting back, literally drinking lemonade. Like, this, it's not affecting me at all. I'm not phased by this at all.
What do you mean your own life? Did you have a rough one?
I did. It's really not worth talking about, but everything I do today is because I don't want people to go through what I went through.
Oh, yeah?
And the people that are going through that, my battery's going. The people that are actually going through that, like, I want them to actually be able to transcend that. And I want them to have a better life.
If you feel uncomfortable with sharing this, that we can cut it out, like anything.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine? Okay. So, because you look, to me, you look friggin' happy.
Oh,
like,
yes. I am in a place where it's beautiful.
Like, I mean, abnormally happy. And I could tell when people fake happiness, but you're like, you're happy. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's beautiful to see.
I am in pure bliss. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, and this state of happiness that I'm in right now, like, this is actually something new. Like, I'm still getting used to this.
Yeah.
But like, it's the last few months, like, I've just transformed just again.
I think you're going to magnetize a lot of people to you. I think
Yes.
you're going. Yeah, you will. I think you're
That's
going
the
to
goal.
build you'll be a household name.
Yeah,
You will.
that's the end goal. Like, I dream of that. That's what I dream of. I dream of all the people. That's what I dream of.
Well, the good news is the Octo content, because if you had like a media company, that's essentially what you have, and once you have, it sounds to me like your dream is to build your brand, build your own audience, so you can write to them every couple of days and say, good morning, here's what's on my mind, build those connections at scale, so it's like 1,000, 10,000. So you're still writing an email, but it's your audience. And then every couple of weeks say, oh, by the way, if you need help with media services, hit me up. And then that's kind of your dream, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Like, the focus is just really on, help, because that's my mission in life, is just to really help people transcend.
Transcend?
People like talk. Yes, like, people talk about ascension all this time, and I'm just like, to hell with ascension.
The hell with
I
what?
want to ascension.
Ascension?
Yeah, ascension.
What is that?
I'm all about. Okay, so the difference between ascension and transcendence is ascension. Okay, you can think of it like being in a hot air balloon.
Okay.
Okay, when you ascend, you're basically flying into a hot air balloon, and there's only so high you can go.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you transcend, you're basically that hot air balloon is turning into like a spacecraft, and you're like continuing to go up and into the universe.
Oh,
space.
I love
You're
that.
making Earth all together. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like putting you in a whole other dimension. To where your life radically changes. I'm not talking like small change. I'm talking big radical change where it's like a complete 180. The person that you become and the person that you start out are so totally different that they wouldn't even be friends. Like, that's what I'm talking about.
We are going to talk off the record. Today is day number 52 of my rebirth. I don't tell anyone about that. I'm not the same person.
Sure.
I was reborn again. So
yes.
I hear what you're
We
saying.
go through many of those. We go through many of those. Like, people think you only go through one, but you go through a lot.
Hey, if you keep talking about that for 2 more minutes, like just now, because I'm into it, that will be that's a piece of content. That's good. Whatever.
I could talk. Oh man, I could talk about that. Like, if there was anything I could talk about, like, I could talk about that for days.
Days
like,
as in years.
Like, you know how Tony Robbins is when he gets up on stage. You know how he talks about he has these 50-hour over the course of 4 days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Date with destiny.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can totally do that on this subject and
You,
still be able to keep going.
I'm gonna ask you for one thing, please.
What's that?
And I know you can break through the whatever the chasm they call it. You could break through and then hit the masses. But I don't know if you're fond of taking those courses that you purchased. Are you gonna take them? Because
Yeah.
that's going to do it for you. You'll be able to share about the different dimensions. I call them that, but that's the. Not only is there a huge market for that, but you've gone through it and you explain it so eloquently. Really cool stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
It can be dangerous at times, but it's fun. It's a wild ride.
Yeah, for sure. So, this initial call, 25 minutes we've been chatting. But now I feel like I know you.
Awesome.
And I mean, I'm here for you. Give me a shout anytime, because as you go through, here's what I'd like to summarize really quick. I've been doing content for a while, on and off, but I've never really been acquiring audience members and nurturing them, which is why I seem to have disappeared for a while. My emails were going in spam, and I would reacquire people. Like I wasn't building, nurturing, nurturing. So once you start doing that, you can literally wake up in the morning, send out an email, and at least not have to worry about the Benjamins,
Right.
And when you do that, you're the type of person just like me. You're going to throw an offer that helps people. So it's like you're killing two birds. You're doing two good things at once. You're helping people, and you're okay.
Yeah. Right.
So for me,
hey, the law of compensation, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the law of compensation states that if you provide that value that actually benefits somebody else, like, it's not about just providing value. It's about providing value that actually benefits someone else genuinely. If you do that consistently, you're gonna be compensated for that, and that may come as a fiat currency, that may come as some other type of material possession, that may come as some other, may come as something else. Somebody could just say, "Hey, I've got a car. Do you want this?" I know people that they just they do something or whatever, and then somebody comes along and says, "Hey, I've got this car. Do you want it?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure."
The law.
And they just give it to them. Give it to them.
Yeah.
Do what?
The law of compensation.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's a piece of
There
content.
are 12 universal laws.
Are there?
There are 12 universal laws, at least. Those are the main ones.
Okay, screw this. How many videos have you made? Is it 3?
Well, I've got a few on YouTube. I don't know where you found. Is that all you seen?
That's all I can find. I like to prepare before this will be seen by a lot of people because you said yes. So this is going in on, first of all, to a couple of hundred on the kickoff. So you're going to be on the webinar on Thursday. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I am.
You're okay with that?
Yes.
You are the example of, tell me how I did, because you are supposed to be the shining example of someone who made a purchase that I never met, and now I want to get to know to help further. How am I doing?
You're doing great.
Okay. So you're the lucky.
No, I think you're awesome.
We're going to take action with you. I mean, you're going to, once you start implementing the auto content model and go out on 8 platforms and have your own podcast, and you're on Alexa stop, and you're on home devices, just your voice and your insights and opinions and perspective so far on these topics you're talking about, people will listen to you, and then they'll be open to listening or looking at what you have,
Mm-hmm.
You know this.
Yeah.
You're very advanced. Like, I mean, you're advanced. For me, it's going to be very tactical for you. So,
Yeah.
it's going to be building your system to launch your brand. A lot of it will be, because even I'm going to give you props here because you are skilled. You are skilled. For example, when you do a video, the first thing you do is you ask the question. I noticed that right away. You're like, what do you say? Are you struggling to get your business going? Well, I sure did. Like you say that immediately. You don't beat around the bush, unlike I do.
No.
No,
I don't know how.
And so
I took it down.
no, it's really cool. And once you start getting your ramble on, it's good ramble and it's short. It's 12. Like a long video for you will be like 12 minutes. Not
Yeah.
unlike 4 hours with me.
Well, I don't know if I get into a topic that I'm, especially like this, like what we were talking. I mean, I could go days,
Yeah.
days.
This is really the people who are going to see this. I promise you this right off the bat. This is going to go probably 25,000 people in the first month are going to see this on all the platforms,
That's
and
awesome.
then you'll be in the content creators course. So
Yeah.
this will be a good. People are going to dig you for sure. You'll
awesome.
make a lot of connections. Yeah, tactics. When you start implementing the I would ask you, do you see yourself with a big podcast, a big blog, a big
I
brand?
have a podcast, but
You
I don't
do?
have any I don't have any content on it.
Oh my God. I mean, I could sell you.
I keep meaning to do that, and it's like it's there, but I just forget about. I use Anchor, like
Yeah.
I've got the app downloaded, and I have the content to go there. I haven't really figured out like how I actually want to go about using my podcast.
Oh my God.
And it's I've got so many different things that I want to talk about, and I'm just like, do I really? Can I really brand this under online business specialist, or like,
Oh my God.
what?
Erica,
How do I actually go forward?
Erica, brand Octo content. Please. I'm not going to force you, but I will tell you. After the 5 years I've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah.
4 of those years I struggled. I made good money, but
Yeah.
nothing was clear. Like
Uh-huh.
it wasn't clear. I'm like, okay, I'm recruiting a person a day, 2 people a day. At one point, like 12 people a day in my MLM. But
Yeah.
it's unclear. I don't really like the CEO. Like I wasn't comfortable, and I couldn't do a Facebook group, and then it would be another thing. And I'm like, I'm putting all this content on Facebook, but what's my real brand? What do I stand for? Like, I never had clarity until
Yeah.
now. And
Right.
those 2 courses, I promise you, just go through Octo content. You don't even have to take action. Go through all the modules. I don't care if it's before bed, even if you just listen. Then listen to Brand Resume, and your mind will be blown. You'll have such clarity to how to put how to build your brand. You're gonna message me and go, OMG every 2 days. I know every module you'll probably say OMG.
Right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you own
That's
these
awesome.
things. So
Yeah.
I mean, look at this, 31 minutes. You're hogging up all the time because this will be on an evening webinar. But let's how about we meet in a week, see what's going on, okay? You down?
Yeah.
Are you down?
Yes. Always.
Awesome. So here's what I'll do. I'll do a little virtual. We're gonna do like we'll say bye to the audience because this will go live, and then we'll personally say goodbye. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
This will be aired. So let's say the audience that will be there. Hello, chat. How are you? Goodbye now. Say goodbye.
See you later.
Okay. Bye, guys.
See you later.
So here's where I'll clip, and here we are. Is that cool with you, Erica?
Yeah. I like it. That's
Awesome.
awesome.
So for complete transparency, this will only air because I syndicate to, like I said, 25,000. So I have to compile this. I have to review it. I'm going to cut out some stuff if I think it's too. No, you were good. I was trying to squeeze out some dirt from you. I was going, how personal, how painful was your childhood? Oh,
Hey, I can, I'm not tied to that.
No.
That was my
It's over.
past.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it's like, I'm at a point in my life where like, I can actually talk about it now and it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean?
We'll, you know what I'm thrilled? I'm thrilled to talk to you again once you start going through that course, because I think it's going to just, you have all these pieces, I find. And once they start connecting, you'll be like, oh my God. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. For sure.
I don't take
awesome.
I don't take chances. I was gonna call you Hun. I don't take chances, Hun, but I don't take chances because when I do this kind of stuff, you're gonna get this too. I promise you. You're going to get 2,000 leads a day now, 2,500 leads a day. When you start getting, great. It's not you can't call them. You can even 100. So when you do this kind of thing, normally you want to squeeze it out. You want to get as many people to see it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's what text magic is for.
What's it called?
Text magic.
Text?
Yeah, text magic.
I don't know what that is.
It's a phone. Basically it's a phone number. It basically automates your communication. I could teach you something just now.
You've been teaching me stuff. You've been teaching me stuff, yo. You know what we're gonna do? Save it for content creators. Save it. Do you have a pen?
I do.
Write 3 things down for me, please.
All right. Hold on.
Because in the course, I would like. Well, I think I'm gonna ask you guys to pick a topic that you're passionate about. So that for you, ascension versus transcending, that to me is fascinating. If you talked about that, just a little 5-minute video. I'll show you guys how to do it. I'll give an example.
I don't know if I could do it in 5 minutes.
Well, good. And you're gonna learn about story stitching too. You're gonna be.
I've got a great story and I've got a great illustration for that. Like I've been going over this in my mind. Like you don't even know. Like this is actually a topic I've been wanting to go live with, but I've been kind of afraid to. And I just stick with online business specialists. Like I stick with the whole start an online business and.
Don't even worry about that because that will no longer be your niche. Your niche will be you. Watch what I mean. You got to watch Brand Resume, please. Actually, watch that one first. It's only it's only 5 modules.
Okay.
It'll be like taking a weight off your shoulders and going, I don't have to worry about, am I an SEO person? What should I brand? No, it'll take all that weight off.
That's awesome.
You're going to love it. Okay, ascension, transcending, and the text magic, another thing. That'll be your educational piece, because I don't know what it is, and it sounds interesting.
That's
and
awesome.
Another thing was the 12 universal laws. And then, so that's 3. And another one is law of compensation. Just put those 4 bullets, okay?
Okay.
Then maybe I'll call you out in a course, okay? To come out with me.
Yeah.
Are you down?
Yeah.
You'll go.
Always.
Will you go live with me if I pull you out?
Yes.
Okay, you said it.
Yeah.
So if you're attending, I'm just gonna grab you out and you'll be on this spot. No one sees the audience numbers. They're bigger than people think. Not everyone comes in the chat, so you'll see. This is what happens usually. When I pull somebody out, I go, okay, they're the attendees. Don't tell the crowd how many are here. They see the number and they go, hi, everybody. It's so awesome. Because once you allow yourself to have a lot, these are people. Like if a number is in the thousands, those are individual human beings. It's freaky. At first, you're like,
I love it.
You're gonna love it. It's addictive. It is.
It is. It really is. It really is.
All right. I'm gonna stop recording now. We've been recording the whole time. Am I back? Erica's pretty cool, huh? What do you think of her hair? Can you picture me with dreads? I just love hair. I'm a hair person. Enough about the hair. The hair got enough exposure this evening. So guys, did you get value out of watching me do those 2 calls? Did you have takeaways? What are your biggest takeaways? Please put it in the chat. I'll broadcast them. What are your biggest? Did you get takeaways? Did you find those useful to watch me do my thing? Did you realize that it's not really rocket science? Did you realize that 90% of it is trying to listen and ask questions and build a relationship? That's why I call them less sales calls than relationship calls. Really. Did you guys see how I get on and I chat, yo? I want to meet a new friend. For real. I want to meet a new friend. I want to know what their goals are. And I want to recommend some things for them and point them in the right direction and help them. Does that translate into money? Oh yeah. When you do it at scale, even better. On automation, even better. Which leads me to this. Next week, guys, I hope you got value today. I like sharing this stuff. But you won't see me doing it much because I don't do that anymore. I don't do these Zooms anymore. You should in the beginning. I do it very selectively. But it just makes more sense for me to do it on from one to many, as I told with Brian. Imagine doing a sales call, but you got 20 people. You're still doing the same sales call. Imagine doing that to thousands at a time. And imagine doing it to thousands at a time on automation. The same webinar plays every day with new people coming in through an advertisement. They show up on your webinar. That's an automated webinar. So, who would like to see me do that with the affiliate products? Okay? So next week, I'm hungry. You hear the roaring of the tummy? Did you guys hear that? I don't know if you heard that. So, my exact 7-figure webinar. Why is this going to be super fun for me to share next week? Because it's the one I'm actually building now. Would you like to know the structure of it before we call it a night tonight? You'll get the registration bing. You'll get the registration bing, 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 ding. You'll get the registration link in the Laboom Squad private group. If you're not in the group and you've purchased all the products or any of the products, https:// I'm going to type it in. members.laboomsquad.com. Let me put it in the chat right now. Since I'm live after all, members.laboomsquad.com. Good. Oh, Laboom with 2 O's, not 3. Just take, 3 type it. Members.laboomsquad. 2 O's, yes. Good. So go and the way that works is come into the group. It's exactly like a private Facebook group, except it's not on Facebook. It's not on LinkedIn. It's not on anything. It's a group platform of its own called Mighty Networks. Some of you have asked, I don't know, what I pay $100 a month, I think, to maintain that group. And if it had more people, I think you'd pay more. It's exactly like a group. It's like a Facebook, actually. There's an inbox. you like, and it's beautiful. Except the person who is the group administrator, everybody in the group sees their post, which is me. If you're just participating, it's got its own little algorithm, okay? Based on engagement and stuff. Come into the group. And here's what I want to talk about the next week. The registration link for next Thursday will be there. We're going to focus on week to week, okay? Because in August, Content Creators starts. So let's not jump ahead. Next week, not only will I teach you how to do it, I'm going to show you mine as I'm building it right now. Here's how my webinar will run. It will sell brand resume. Let me take a sip of drink. There's three portions to a highly converting automated webinar based on me. I told you guys already, I got 6 months to do it. I'm going to sell 7 figures, $1 million in sales, which is profit for me. To do this, you need your own school though. But you don't need, I'm doing it on my social media is the New Hollywood School. If you have built your own school, this would be perfect for you, especially if you have automated webinar software. But if you don't, if you're still selling this affiliate product, you will get a ton of takeaways, but you won't be able to exactly duplicate what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. Those of you that have automated webinar software and you are a collaborator, you can just download all my videos and build your own school. And I'll even perhaps I'll talk about this next week. Would you guys like to get my chat transcript of all the automated chats so you could like plug it in the CSV file into your automated webinar and have my exact chat? Oh no, Mark, I don't think I need that. Yeah, you'll want that. I'm going to consider it. Maybe I'll sell it to you for $5. I'm going to consider it. Okay? I may consider it because that's I said it once, and I'm not bragging, but I believe I'm becoming the best in the industry at making something look alive when it's not. And the chat is a big part of that. Here's how I'm going to make my 7 figures in that webinar. I will begin with the hero's journey, of course. Some of you know that. You'll see it next week. Then I will sell brand resume. I will sell brand resume, the $2,000 course at the end of my webinar, which is automated, blah, 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 blah. I will sell brand resume for $2,000, but I will discount brand resume. So I'm going from here, anchoring it at $2,000. Then I'll sell it for, I don't know, a couple of hundred. Yes, maybe 500. And then once I discount it, then I will throw in the most mind-blowing bonus that they could possibly experience. And that bonus will be the full Octo content course. That's $5,000. So I'm selling brand resume, which is $2,000. I'm discounting it at like $500, $200 to $500. Tonight only, I say that in the webinar, tonight only, and you got to buy now to get this offer. So I'll be selling brand resume. I want you to see this as the person selling this stuff. I'm not selling this to you. I want you to be the person selling. Picture yourself like me. Do what I do. Next week we're doing this. And then we throw in Octo content as the bonus for free tonight only. That's how you build an automated webinar that's going to make it's going to bring me maybe multiple 7 figures in 6 months. I've done this before. What did the kids say? What did the kids say today? I ain't talking out of my ass. That's what the kids said today. I ain't talking out of my ass. I ain't talking out of my ass. How professional. I've done this, okay? So next week, let's do that. I hope you guys got value. I hope you have an amazing Thursday. And here's what I'd like to do for those of you that don't have all 3 products. If you're on here tonight and you don't have Octo Content Model, let's be clear here. Let's hook you up tonight. I'm going to sell to you. Here's my pitch. I wasn't going to do a pitch. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut out my affiliate chunk, but it's got to be done tonight. Tonight is July 2nd. It's July 2nd webinar, guys. It's Thursday evening. This will be good for the weekend until Monday, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. If you go to Ask Lalonde, let me type it in. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do only for tonight. If you don't have Octo content, brand resume, and you're part of content creators, you should do that now. I'll give you a PayPal link to do it now, and I'll chop out my affiliate cut. As I share my screen, let me think about what I want to do, but I'm going to keep this short. This is not a sales webinar. Most of you hopefully have all those 3 products. This is all I'm doing. I'm not going to sell it. Let me share my screen. I'll throw you an offer, and the offer is going to be very simple. It's going to be, I'm going to take my affiliate cut, which is 50%. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, let me know when you see my screen, guys, please. Okay, I'm on the studio mic. Can you guys please see my screen? Let me know in the chat, please. You basically see a white screen. Please let me know. That would be amazing. And then I'm going to give you the quickest pitch you've ever heard. And this is because most people on here tonight, that's not true. We have a ton of people on tonight. We had a ton of, I lied, by the way. After watching Super Size Me, number 2, that guy is transparent. Whoa. I said I'd let 100 people in tonight. We shattered that, and I let you all come in. I lied. I didn't expect so many people to come in, but what I will say is that many of you already have what I'm going to call the triple threat. Thank you, guys. You can see my screen. So we'll start here. Please write this down. If you don't have all 3 products, I highly recommend you pick them up now, and I'll tell you why. The website I need you to write down is Social Media is the New Hollywood. Social Media is the New Hollywood.com. Enter. It will redirect to the school where the courses are hosted. So I will show you all the courses. This is how to build your own school. It's free. Content Creators is free, but has not been populated yet. These are the courses that are $5,000 for Octo Content Model, worth way more. Brand Resume, $2,000, worth way more. What I will do right now is I'd like to give you all of these courses. Well, these are free, but I'll explain Content Creators, how you will be part of the course if you take the offer tonight, and you will also be an affiliate. Now, I'm going to cut into my affiliate cut, which is kind of weird to say because these are all digital products. It's, whatever. It's like all profit pretty much, unless you're an affiliate. So let's go. Octo Content Model, I'll go through it really quickly. Brand Resume, I'll go through it really quickly. And Content Creators, I'll go through it really quickly. So what I'll do is I will tell you how much. I'll tell you how to pick it up tonight if you don't have all 3. One thing to note, I must say immediately, is that if you were on the 5-month journey that it took to create Octo Content Model, this is a 5-month mentorship program that some of you attended live. If you attended those, I think I said it every second class. I said that the replays are not included in that mentorship program, which is why you had to do the work as we went along. Can anyone vouch for me? It's in all the recordings, but can anyone vouch for this, please, in the chat? Those of you, first of all, who attended Octo Content Model live? Who attended it? Please put it in the chat. Second of all, do you remember me saying that? I think I said it 7 times, 7 of the weeks, that consume the content now, steal the stuff if you can, but I don't want to know about it because the replays are going to be a course and that's not included. You guys got in for like 97 bucks or something, and you had to consume it live or steal the replays. Can you vouch for me saying that, please? Just because there's a lot of people in the back watching that are going to pick up all 3 tonight. And those of you that were in Octo content and you're not unlocked, that is why. Because it was not included, okay? So that's out of the way. I'm going to open this up in a new tab. I'm going to open this up in a new tab. And I'm going to open this up in a new tab. Building your own school will be there by next week. That is how to create your own school exactly like this one, so that you can download the courses and sell them yourself for whatever you want to sell them for. When you buy a course, that's included. So now, how much will I sell all of these for? Let's be really transparent. Right now, well, these sell for $5,000 and $2,000. I'll go through why they're worth so much more. But right now, affiliates can sell them at a discount. It's not $2,000. It's not $5,000. This sells for $200. That's it. And this sells for $150. That's it. That's what affiliates can sell them for. So let me show you really quickly what that page looks like, because if you take tonight's offer, you will be an affiliate as well. Okay? So here it is. Let's go to octocontent.com. That's octo, O-C-T-O, content.com/affiliates. I just want to show you the page. Whoops. Affiliate with no S. AFFILIATE. I'm going to go select an affiliate. You will now be in this list. So you will have your own capture page and you'll be able to resell the course. I won't get into this too much right now. Once you're signed up, you will be guided to an affiliate training that will teach you how to set this up and make sure that your affiliate page is working. I'm just going to scroll to the bottom and show you that affiliates can sell it for $199 for Octo content, and affiliates get half of that, $100. Brand resume they can sell for $149, and they get half of it, $75. This is what we sold 118 sales of, like combined. And content creators, to be part of the content creators course and be featured in the course, it's $99. Okay? And you get 50 of that as an affiliate. So what I'm going to do tonight only, it's only one offer tonight. It's for all 3. If you don't have all 3, this is not, you can't just pick one. If you pick one, you have to go through an affiliate to get it for these prices. But if you want to grab all 3 tonight, I'm going to share the link and the special price. This is just for now, okay? I'll let it roll till Monday because some people will get the replay. I said no replay. I'm sending you the replay, okay? Little marketing tactics, but I believe in the invitation page. I did say it's up to, I reserve the right. I may or I may not. I say no replay, but in this case, in most cases, I always give the replay anyways, but I say maybe, maybe not, because if I don't, then it's not on me, okay? So those of you who will get the replay, I'll let this go till Monday. Then the link will not work. How much is the offer? Octo content fully unlocked for life, brand resume fully unlocked for life, and content creators, you'll be included in the course. That would be what? 200, 350, 450, right? 350, 450. I'll let it go for one price of $297 right now. To pick that up tonight, I'll tell you how to get there, and then we'll go through them really quickly because I have them all open here. Okay? This is all I'm doing, by the way. So let's go, and the link is, you want to write this down. Very easy to remember. octocontent.com/triple for triple threat. You get all 3. TRIPLE, triple. You make your payment here through PayPal, and I will get with you, unlock all your courses. So you only have 2 things to do. Make your payment through PayPal, $297, and register for free at socialmediaisthenewhollywood.com. That's all you need to do tonight. Now, I'm going to go through the courses super quickly. Let's start with Octo Content Model, which sells for $5,000. I'm going to go through just the sessions, but I'm not going to go through them. I'm just going to share with you what is in here, the depth of it, and I want you to understand something here that's super, super important, is that brand resume, we stuffed that into 1 week. Octo Content, we stuffed it into 5 months. But I'll have you know that these courses are the culmination of 5 years of aggressive learning by myself and aggressive failing. And as Ty Lopez would say, knowledge. This is not, don't let the 5 months fool you. No, I don't know any human being who could figure this out in 5 months. It took me 5 years of 16-hour days, 7 days a week, and failing more than anyone I personally know. I'm going to brag about my failures because I had to fail at a lot of stuff to cram this into 5 months. Okay, let's get into it real quick. Octo Content Model. Here's what the modules cover. I won't go into the course because of time constraints. We're over 2 hours. Oh my God, look at that. But it's okay. This is the offer. I told you how to get it. You can pick it up. Now, if you're unsure, let me make this not only irresistible, but let me add some confidence in your purchase, okay, to get all 3 of these. I will start by saying this. This is all I am working on, is Octo Content and Brand Resume, not to sell more of them. I'll do this automatically when I share with you my 7-figure webinar next week. This is what I'm selling next week in my automated webinar. So sales are taken care of. The course is taken care of. What I'm going to do now for the rest of 2020, as sales come in through my automated webinar, so that I could eat, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That'll take care of my income. I will be focusing on doing the courses and creating my content and adding my content to my brand resume and sending boatloads of traffic to my brand resume, which is my blog, using Octo Content. Whew, said that fast. Session 1, here's what it covers. The content creation, the pace and format of the 12 sessions. I introduce what we're going to go through in the following sessions. We create and explain raw content from scratch to be used throughout the 12 module journey. So you create your own one piece of content. I explain level 1 content to level 10 content in that full session. Every session has me speaking and it has me screen sharing. So I think I call them the lesson and the actual demonstration, okay? Every module has that in depth, in video form, and there's text form in the overview. Session 2, we optimize and finalize your pillar content, which is your one piece of content that we cut up into a bunch of pieces, like I showed you guys with Brian tonight. And that's the content that we use throughout the whole rest of the sessions. Before you do anything, check out Oliver right here by clicking here. That's the full Oliver video. He explains exactly what Octo Content does. So session 2, optimize, finalize your pillar content. A mindset trick to help you from getting overwhelmed. What success-driven content is and where we're using it. Why we're using level 1 content throughout the 12-session journey. It's pretty easy to create level 1 content. Why it's important to fully complete a session before proceeding to the next. See what I mean? 1, 2, complete this one, go to the next one. Just don't jump into the sessions once you've purchased it. Don't jump to session number 8. Go through them all. Creation and explanation of the intro. There's an introduction to your content. Creation and explanation of the CTA. There's a call to action to your content. Session 3, automated webinars. how to run a successful and profitable automated webinar. That's how I make my multiple 7 figures. Yes, per year. What I was doing wrong and how fixing it will put me in the 8-figure bracket in record time. Absolutely. Review of what we've covered so far in our first 2 sessions, including your homework. When you buy the course, I recommend doing the homework as if you were live with us when we filmed this. An overview of your entire empire machine beyond the Octo content model. Session 4, am I live or am I Memorex? Ooh, I teach some pretty cool tricks on that. Am I actually live tonight? As a matter of fact, let me put it in the chat. Just out of the blue. Am I really, in caps, live tonight? Enter, there it is. What do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 6, 7 question marks. Am I live? So this is how I appear to be live when I'm actually in fact not. So my secret to appearing to be live when I am not. Why I am not really live 90% of the time. How to schedule multiple videos to run live while you're away or on vacation. Demonstration of the entire looking live when you're not process live. It's super cool. Just this session alone, I can't believe I shared that. I can't. It's amazing. I love this. Session 5, creating your custom quote images and cover art. Creation of your own custom cover art for Twitter, YouTube, and your blog. Creation of your own custom quote images for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. How to monetize what you're learning in your Octo content journey. How I will monetize the Octo content model. That's creating your own media agency, by the way. That's what Laboom Media is. I'm just speaking here. I'm not reading. That's where I get really high paying clients, corporate clients. How I will personally turn $100 into $5,000, then into $2,000, then into $10,000. Pretty cool. Yes, I'm going back and forth. I better keep going because I'll be here for a while. It's because I'm so excited about this course. Session 6, creating lead capturing video clips. Cutting out video clips for LinkedIn and Facebook from your pillar content. 2 different types of calls to action, plus where we will use them. One of the biggest pitfalls that all entrepreneurs face, the hate chasm. Brace yourselves. You'll get the haters. Haters gonna hate. Celebrating our achievements thus far and summarizing the second half of our 12-week journey. See, it was a big 5 months. Session 7. Oh, I love this one. Creating audio for your podcast and Alexa skills to be on all home devices. Creation of audio clips, long form and 1-minute clips from our original content. Long form audio clips will be compatible with your podcast episode. Let me breathe. Long form audio clips will be compatible with your podcast episodes, which is iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop something right now like it's hot. For all of those of you in Octo Content Model, guess what we're doing? I think this is the perfect time to say this. I'm going to start dropping bonus modules in Octo Content, guys. Free of charge. Bonus modules such as Oliver's Baby. Maybe I'll create a course on that. Okay, let me take that back. I don't know. Oliver's Baby is like Oliver. Those of you who's familiar with Oliver, the octopus, you'll see it in the video on this page. You know what? Let me think about that. There's a possibility, because I mean, this could be held against me in the court of law if I say it. I'm going to throw in some bonuses, this is what I said. But whether I throw in this bonus or not, I think I will. But maybe I won't. It's Oliver's Baby. Oliver's Baby is like Oliver, except he syndicates to all of the podcasting platforms. He syndicates to all of the podcasting platforms. This is a little out of scope of this right now. I'm super excited about it, but I'll just go to my brand resume really quick because this is this is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. I'm going to go to my brand resume right here. I'm going to go to podcast. And this is just a new discovery for me, but I am now syndicating on all my podcast episodes on Spotify. They come from SoundCloud. Let's just go Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. I'm adding Google Podcasts. That's going to be huge. They're priming themselves to compete with Spotify. Everyone is. iHeartRadio, Pandora, and Stitcher. Like, I'm on all these platforms now, guys, getting podcasting views. You know how? By uploading to one place. This is all done through RSS feed. So this is why I call it Oliver's Baby. Oliver's Baby takes care of the podcast stuff. He syndicates to the podcast platforms. Whoa, I didn't mean to drop that tonight. Let's get out of here. I think I've said too much, but I'm highly considering adding Oliver's Baby as a bonus module in Octo Content. Let's keep going. Session 8. If you don't have a blog, you're basically homeless. We create what I just showed you from scratch, the basic version. Brand resume goes into the advanced version. So if you don't have a blog, you're basically homeless. Building your blog from scratch, guys. Why your blog is your online home. Creation of a blog that reflects who you are. Session 9. Populating your perfect blog with content. Whoa. This is... Okay, I have to chill here because I get so pumped up about this. And it's one of my proudest accomplishments is creating this course. And I think my second most proudest accomplishment will be doing this course over and over again. Populating your perfect blog with content. Implementation of powerful SEO into your headlines, images, and text. Creation of a text blurb that will be used for your blog post, your YouTube video, and your podcast episode. Connection of your YouTube video to your blog post. Connection of your podcast episode to your blog post. Inclusion of your short story to your blog post. It really is the perfect blog post. Session 10, RSS feed, channel art, and iTunes podcast. Creation of your podcast RSS feed. Creation of your podcast channel art. Creation of your podcast description. Submission of your podcast to iTunes. Basically creating a podcast from nothing. That's exactly what I did. Session 11. Oh, this was a tough one to figure out. Whoa, but we nailed it. Creating your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill so that you're on millions of home devices in people's homes. Where Alexa currently is and where Alexa is going. How you can position yourself to be an influencer in the Alexa world. Setting up your Alexa flash briefing skill, which is the news, to promote your personal brand. Setting up your podcast on Alexa devices worldwide. This is something no one is doing. I don't want to get carried away, but wow. Session 12, we make it all work. Syndicating to all social media platforms. Syndicating your hard work on all social media platforms. Retargeting bonus with pixel implementation. That's a bonus to retarget people that just simply land on your blog. Working as an official collaborator. Octo Content Finale and Celebration. This course, guys, I will say right now, is worth way more than $5,000 on its own. Period. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. So, that's the first course that you will receive. Okay? For the one small payment of $297. That's number one. Then you get brand resume. Then you get content creators also. Let me go back and go through those real quick. But before I do so, write this down. octocontent.com No dashes, no underscores. octocontent.com/triple. Enter. And that will bring you to the $297 pay link. It's just one payment. So now let's go to brand resume. Brand resume is this fella in detail. I could go into the depth of this thing. You saw me go through it with Brian a little bit. Go to thewealthytrainer.com. Start digging in there. Yes, I am in talks with a sneaker company, K-Swiss. Can you guys freaking believe that? Yes, I am probably going to be featured on the Wix website, guys, as a success story, because they don't have a shining example of personal branding using their platform. That's crazy. I'm talking professional film crews will come to my place, or I'll go to them. I don't even know. But it's a professional video for K-Swiss and for Wix. And on top of that, I've been contacted by the community platform, guys. Do you know what this means? I shouldn't be dropping this, but community platform is what Gary Vaynerchuk uses. This is where celebrities literally hang out. These are all celebrities. These are not people like me. I should not be on here. They chose me out of over 100,000 people, guys. Like, I'm not a celebrity, but I guess I will be. This is huge, guys. I know a lot about it now because they contacted me and they want to meet with me. But the reason I'm getting these possible offers is because of this. And this is built through this, our brand resume course. You're also getting that tonight for the $297. On the brand resume course, guys, I go through it all. Let's go through the outline. Let's go through. So $2,000 is a joke. It's brand resume versus job resume. So let's go through that real quick. I would watch the original presentation because that's going to be my automated webinar. Spoiler alert. This is what I'm going to use to sell it next week. But this will give you an overview of why you need a brand resume. Let's go through the modules. Original presentation. Why I chose to create a brand resume and how it has completely changed my business and my life. Next module, job resume versus brand resume. Differences and similarities. Comparing my real job resume with my real brand resume. The 2 brand resume goals. Number 1, to attract people to you as a person, opposed to attracting people to you, your skills, opposed to attracting people to you, your product, not you. This is to attract people to you opposed to your skills, product, or service. So we want to attract them to you. To have people contact you through a form on your brand resume. Next module, brand resume musts when adding. Has this content helped me, and can this content help others is what you have to think about when creating content. Accepting the attract repel concept, the haters. Brand resume core components. We build out your story, your passions, your experiences, your lessons learned, your value, your credibility. The viral hit theory. This is still one of my favorite things because this is something I work on every single day. I won't explain it. You can check it out in the module. The viral hit theory. It's my theory. Think like an artist. Be yourself. Be consistent. Be ready. Which is kind of what's happening to me, guys. With stuff like this. With stuff like K-Swiss. With stuff like branded deals. Like it's working. It's working. I will have something go viral at some point. And when I get a viral hit, where do they go? They come here and, well, let's just say I will have crossed the chasm or chasm and I will have reached the masses. When I say masses, I'm talking Gary Vee, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone status, among many others. Okay, let's go. Build it and they will come. Building your brand resume blog using the Wix platform. This is a really friggin' in-depth course, guys? Who was on brand resume? Content formats. creating your video content, creating your audio, voice content, creating your text content, creating your pictures, images content, brand resume menu categories, home, blog, passions categories, shows, webinars, interviews, testimonials, and about. We built out a whole new blog. I called it Fixing Self, where I talk about meditation, self-love, higher intelligence. I have a show called Selfie Talkie. I created a whole new brand resume from scratch in this course. Create and nurture your content. Start creating and do not stop. Notify, nurture your audience of new content. Schedule your content creation. Be aware of the give versus the ask. This is huge. So that course, $2,000 is a joke in my, not only in my opinion, I know it. I know it's a joke. It's worth so much more than 2G. So much more, and that's it. You're getting it all for, you're getting, once again, let's do it. You're getting Octo Content Model tonight. You're getting Brand Resume tonight. And you're getting Content Creators, which I will finally cover. Let's go to that link again. For $297, you get them all. One simple PayPal payment. It's octocontent.com. And for those of you that are watching, octocontent.com/triple. Enter. There's the payment link. And for the sake of full transparency, guys, when you sell, this is how you do it. You keep coming back to the price. You keep coming back to the price. You see this a lot in infomercials, but that's not all. And I'm about to throw a big bonus, but tonight I'm not, because this is kind of like a little bit off the cuff. But now, guess what? We're going to go back. I'm going to show you content creators, because in my opinion, content creators is the biggest opportunity for anyone to be seen by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people over time for free. I've come up with this. It's like if you have a long-running Facebook ad and you're not paying. Let me explain. Here's content creators. This is a free course that people are going to be able to download on my social media school. How would you like to be in that course? Like, I mean, have your own module. Let me show you. I'm going to click that. Let's take a look at this. These are the lessons. They start in August. So I don't let any more people in after tonight or before. Affiliates can let people in, but not when August hits. Superstar content by social media rising stars. I already started adding you guys. Look, Alice, Anthony, Ben, Betty, Bill, Brady, Brian, Bruno, Carol. I'm going in alphabetical order here. But yeah, I'm going in alphabetical order for now anyways. And I'm up to C. I'm going to keep adding you. But when we begin, you will have your own module. How would you like to have your own module? That's what content creators is right now. Let me read it. Featuring some of social media's brightest rising stars as they demonstrate their creative skills by doing what they do best. Create valuable content that not only solves some of life's roadblocks, but also shares who they truly are. And then people get to enroll for free. Let's go take a look at that. Oh, I got to be in an account. Do I want to sign in? In short, because right now I don't need to. You're going to get your own module that has your mini story in there, that has your contact link, and that has a piece of content that you will have created. You'll have your own module that people can search and find. Like, look at the topics. How do I monetize my blog or podcast? No, you don't need to be great at everything. Why you shouldn't even try. Like, the topics will be very compelling. We're going to build these out for you in August. And as you guys do the homework, one of your pieces of content will be selected with your own module. That's crazy, okay, guys? And that's it. There we go. You get all three tonight, okay, guys? All three. Content creators, which I just mentioned, I have to say this. I am selling from this website. This is where my funnels will go, because I'll be selling these courses. You'll see my webinar next week, my automated webinar. So when you have your own school, I'd like you to replicate the same thing. But my point is, if I'm selling these courses, and this is what I'm doing, how many people do you think I'll be sending to this school in the next year, in the next 6 months? How many people do you think me, Marc Lalonde, will be sending here? A shitload. Like, I can't even, I can tell you how many, but you won't believe me. I'm looking to make a lot of money here and sell a lot of courses, a lot of these 2 courses. And when people come here and don't buy these courses, they'll see that this is free. What do they see? They'll see you with your contact information within. Okay? Okay? So there you have it, guys. I will leave you with this. You get all 3 courses if you don't have them. And once again, remember, the Octo Content replays were not included. So if you were in Octo Content model, and it's because it's over now, it ended in May, you don't have the replay. So pick this up right now tonight. I'll end this off with the URL one more time. octocontent.com/triple. Let me, 1P, triple for all 3 courses. Now I see the sales coming in like crazy. Yes, there's many more people coming in right now, 297. Here's what I want to say to you. Congratulations. Congratulations. As a matter of fact, I would appreciate it if you sent an email to me. No. Once you do this, here's what you need to do. Just go to Social Media is the New Hollywood. Sign up. Sign up for free. And once you sign up, the email you use to sign up with is where I will contact you. So check your spam folder, okay? And this is where I'll unlock all of your courses. So let me type that in the chat right now. It is octocontent.com/triple. Okay, there it is in the chat, guys. Wow, we went over 2.5 hours tonight. It was a big one. It was a long one, but I'll tell you what. This is where celebrities are born. Today is the day. Today is the day where I, just like you, will be applying, creating valuable content, syndicating that valuable creating valuable content, putting it on my brand resume. Here's the recipe. Here's the recipe. Building my brand resume. Creating valuable content by using content creators as a reference point. Putting it on my brand resume. Once it's on my brand resume, using Octo Content Model to spit it out on all social media platforms. And once Oliver's Baby is added to that, spitting it out to all podcasting platforms. And then guess what? Just watching my leads roll in, and as my leads roll in from my brand resume, as my leads roll in, I will get onto a relationship call. Okay? Do you guys see how this works? And while this is happening, you'll get contacted by probably big brands or whoever. Hey, I got some big people contacting me right now that I go to check out their YouTube channels and I'm like, what? All because of this thing, okay, guys? And don't get me started on Alexa. As a matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'm going to plug in this video as we end off tonight. If you're not following me on Alexa, you can check out that blog post. It's on my homepage at this moment in time. But I don't want to get you to do too many things. You could go check it out at thewealthytrainer.com. That's how to get your life hacks or your podcast on every Alexa device for people who subscribe. Now I'm getting carried away. Have an amazing Thursday, guys. Sales are coming in like crazy. I'm going to go take care of those, hook everybody up, and I will see you guys next week. Go into the Laboom Squad, which is members.laboom, LABOOM squad.com. Whoops, I'm still in the, it's in the chat now. I just put it in the chat. Now let me put it on the big screen. Members.laboomsquad.com. You'll end up here. Request to be added. I will approve you after you purchase the course. It's private. This is away from social media, and it's not open to the public. So once I add you to this, you're in. You're in it to win it. Who's in it to win it? Love you guys. I will see you next Thursday where I share with you my 7-figure webinar. Okay? Love you guys. Bye-bye. Have an amazing Thursday night. And I'll see you guys in the Laboom Squad private group. As a matter of fact, I'm going there right now. I will post this replay in there right now because we were streaming on YouTube. Love you guys. Bye-bye.